I was at the junkyard too, on the way here. Against Glendale, it's been a slow season except for the last 3 games. So the Snow College Badgers did win the toss and have elected to receive, and that's pretty common. When the Badgers win that toss, they like to get the ball in the offense's hands and see if they can't get a fast start and put points on the board early.
Badgers wearing their home blue jerseys this afternoon. They've got the orange stripe around the shoulder pads, the sleeves, and blue pants today as well. And, of course, the blue helmets with the orange stripe down the side. The Glendale Gauchos white jerseys, they're the visiting team this afternoon. They had the black pants on. Helmets are red. The Hawk is finished up at the 50-yard line, traditionally done by the Snow College Badgers, and we're going to get this thing underway. Again, the Badgers receiving, electing to get the ball to open up this game. We appreciate all of our sponsors who've been with the Snow College Badgers all season long, and they're with us again today to bring this game to you live on KMTI, Zions Bank, Centricom Channel 10, Central Valley Medical, Little Caesars, Robinson Transport, Manti Telephone, Jones and DeMille Engineering, San Pete Steel, Snow College, Skyline Pharmacy, Big Daddy's Deli, Rick Bartholomew Insurance, as well as Denny's.
You know, Duke, I think the Snow College Badgers really want that fast start that I mentioned before as their first key to the game. That second key, I think that the Badgers need to be able to hold on defense and then get those takeaways that both coaches are so concerned about. When the Badgers take to the air and start throwing that ball, I'm a little bit concerned about those interceptions that we talked about. 17 on the season for this Gaucho program that Coach Mickey Bell has been doing. And then the Badgers, both teams are just, it's a 5th and 6th place game. And so I think whoever can focus in and play 4 quarters of football and then get those takeaways is going to come out victorious.
Talking about those picks, we mentioned in week 1 when these two teams played, the Gauchos had a 95-yard pick 6 in the second quarter. That was their only touchdown of the game. So the defense looking to be big again today. And the offense looking to keep the Gaucho defense out of the end zone. Back deep to return the kick for the Snow College Badgers. Been doing it quite often this season. Eric Takiana, he's standing right now on the 2-yard line for Snow College. Officials are getting the ball set. Both teams are on the field right now.
They're trying to figure out the clock and put some time on the clock. It says zeros. Can't start without some time. So
that's right.
That's what's up. And I'm going to get you some stats on Takanaka on his returns. He averages 25 yards per return, so that puts the Badgers around the 25 or 30-yard line almost every time. and he has 24 kick returns for 604 yards, but his longest is only 33 yards, so his average is, as I mentioned, 25.
As they continue to work out the clock issues, the Snow College return team is actually going to come off to the field a little bit, huddle up at the 35-yard line, talk things over, and then they get 15 minutes on the clock, and they'll be ready to play here shortly as soon as the teams get set and ready to go. Beautiful day for football, though, Jeff. It's, second weekend in November. We're in the 60s today. Sunshine out in Ephraim today.
Yeah, you can see the snow up on the tops of the mountains, but it's all blue skies with just little skiffs of clouds off to the north, and that's about it. So it's a beautiful day, uncharacteristic for the second week in November.
Teams are set, ready to go. Clock's up and running, and the kickoff is away, and we're underway here. Takinaka will actually let this one bounce, and the play is blown dead. No return. Officials wave it off. They're going to re-kick this. No flags.
Yeah, I think they just started the clock before the kickoff man catches it. So you don't start it until the kickoff return guy, the Snow College Badger player, catches that.
So they put 15 minutes back on the clock. Few little struggles before we can get this game underway. Opening up, first quarter action. Snow College Badgers hosting the Glendale Gauchos on KMTI. Kick number 2 on the way to open up the game.
The ball falls off the stand now.
Having some struggles. Takinaka steps back a little bit. That opening kick did go into the end zone, so now he's going to step into the end zone about a yard deep beyond the goal line. And that's where he'll be to return this opening kick. Now the kick is away. Good high wobbly kick, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone. Doesn't even come close. 2 yards over the back end line. And the Snow College Badger offense will come out, led by Crosby Jensen at quarterback. They'll come out to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. Good kick.
That was a deep left-footed kick. It flew past the end zone and out the back. Didn't even bounce on the field. It was just out there on the back behind the orange pylon, as you mentioned. So Badger offense is going to come and take the field, and the Badger offense has been averaging 351 yards per game.
Crosby Jensen will set up in the pistol formation. He has 2 receivers left, one to his right. Tail back as well, man in motion, play action, end around. He's able to hand it off to Horn. Horn tries to left tackle, and he gets stuffed up just across the 25. Fumble. Gauchos say they have it, and they do. On the opening play, Horn is going to fumble the ball, turn it over. We talked about turnovers in the game, and just like that, it's going to be 1st and 10 Gauchos.
And Horn's not a typical ball carrier. He's the tight end, and they were trying to start the game. The Badgers were with a little bit of deception. They faked the handoff, and then the tight end was pulling around and got the other handoff going against the grain, and just fumbled that ball on the first hit. So Landon Horn only had he had less than 20 carries 20 carries total, and he gets the first one and coughs it up.
So that's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Gauchos. They're on the Badger 29-yard line. Right hash, shotgun, empty backfield for Coleman at quarterback. Keeps it. He's going to come around, drives up. Actually, it's Eamon at quarterback. He's going to break through the front line, gets about 4, churning his legs, and the Badger defense finally able to bring him down after a gain of 3 and 4, close to the 25-yard line. Quarterback draw.
Not an impressive first run by Eamon. He's 220 pounds and 6'2", and just churned those feet a little bit. Looks like the Gauchos are going to do hurry-up offense. No huddle.
It's a 4-receiver set. Tailback in the backfield, trips left, single receiver to the right. Eamon in the shotgun. Fake handoff. Eamon runs, has a big hole down to the 20. Cuts it inside and tackled at the 15-yard line. First down, Gauchos inside the red zone on a big run by Eamon left. He had lots of green turf.
And those are some of the exact same plays that we've seen the last couple of weeks against Arizona Western. The Matadors, they would put it in the basket of the running back, then pull it out when they saw which was covered the most or which one was open, and then the quarterback had the option to run.
Makatafa, the tailback for the Glendale Gauchos. Again, Ema is going to be in the shotgun, man in motion. Handoff to Tafa, no plays blown dead. Looks like there's going to be some sort of motion penalty on the offense on the first down play. It's going to be a false start. Gauchos. So that'll march him back to the 20-yard line.
The whole beginning of this game for the last 5 minutes has been a false start.
Yes.
It's been a rough start to this game. It's been herky-jerky, disjointed, just rough all the way around.
And the Badgers opened up on a fumble on their first play of the game. Gave the Gauchos great field position. Now they're looking at 1st and 15 after the false start penalty. 2 receivers to the right. Eamon hands it off to Taffa, breaks a tackle, slips through, wrapped up, brought down, and actually keeps the pile moving forward and gets back to the original line of scrimmage down towards the 15-yard line.
Those are 2 huge running backs for the Gauchos. Quarterback is 220 pounds and 6'2", and that fullback is 240 pounds and 5'9", and so there's some beef behind those guys.
Eamon's going to empty up the backfield again. Has trips to his right, 2 receivers to his left, 1 in the slot. He'll throw, 3-step drop, bubble screen, hits his man, brought down, read very well by the defense. Sunia Tatiola coming over for the tackle. It is a gain on the play. They pick up about 4 yards, but it's going to set up third down situation for the Gauchos inside the 15-yard line.
We're going to call Sunia Tatioli's name all game long. He leads this team in tackles with 82. The next closest guy is Kimball Jensen with only 54. So Sunia Tatioli, the anchor man.
3rd down and 6 yards to go for the Gauchos inside the red zone. Badgers looking for a big stop. Ennis will throw. End zone, incomplete. Flag on the play, though. The pass was dropped short. The flag was thrown as the ball was delivered. Have to see what the call is here.
Well, 59, Luke Hollingsworth for the Badgers was in there in his face to try to break that up and hurry the quarterback, and I think that's exactly what happened because the pass was incomplete because of that.
Offense number 73, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay 3rd down.
So they accept the holding play and the 10-yard penalty. Had they decided to decline it, it would have brought up 4th down. But instead they marched the ball back with the idea that the defense can hold them here and force a longer field goal situation. So instead of a 4th down situation inside the 10-yard line, they're going to push them all the way back outside the 21.
And the officials looked at the Badger sideline and said, hey, well, you want to decline this, don't you? And the Badgers did not decline.
So it's 3rd down and 16 to go for the Gauchos. Eamon in the shotgun, man in motion, trips to his right now. He wants to throw, looks left, throws it up into the end zone, incomplete. Well overthrown his receiver out of the backfield, Makatafa, and it's going to drop incomplete. And so the idea to accept the penalty works out for the Badgers, and now they're going to bring out the field goal team out. Kick a long field goal, longer field goal, I should say. The ball spotted on the left hash of the 21-yard line. The holder will set up at the 28. So this is going to be about a 39-yarder from the left hash.
49 is
49.
Mike Navarro, and he's 4 out of 5 this season for 80%, and 28 is long.
Kick is on its way, and it hits the right upright and bounces out. Just shanked it off to the side, and the defense holds. No points for the Gauchos on the opening turnover, and the Badger offense will get the ball back after the turnover on downs.
Well, the gamble worked that Coach Mon decided not to decline that penalty of the hold on 3rd down to force the 4th down, and it would have been just a chip shot on that field goal attempt. Then the Badgers held for one play and were able to force a little bit longer field goal attempt, and it's a miss from 38 yards.
That's going to bring out the Badger offense again, 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Ball on the right hash, knotted up at zeros. 12:21 to play in the first quarter of this game. The offense gets set, and the officials will hold them up here.
Well, the White Hats over talking to Coach Bell over on the sideline trying to explain something. So Bell not happy. You can see the hand gestures from here. Not profane hand gestures, just talking with his hands with a lot of body language.
Again, the Badgers opened up this game on their first play from the line of scrimmage. It was a fumble. Horn got it from the slot tight end spot and took it around left end and lost the ball.
Guarantee they're not talking about the weather over there.
No. Although it is nice. Good topic.
It is nice.
All right, it's going to be 1st and 10. White Hat sets the clock, and they're ready to play. Eamon will be in the pistol formation. One receiver wide to his left. Eamon will throw. Play action pass. Airs it up. Man, down the field. Open underthrow. Going up to get the catch. He can't get it. Intended target down the field was Chris Bethley for the Badgers. Ball was a little underthrown. Bethley goes up through it. It goes through his hands.
You know, he anticipated that it was going to be underthrown, and it was a little bit, but not as much as he thought it was going to be. That was Crosby Jensen stretching the field early on. Jensen's longest this year has been 37 yards, which isn't that long for pass plays, and that one would have probably given him his longest play of the season in passing.
Stops the clock at 12-12 of the first. Second down and 10 situation. Handoff this time coming up right side. Bottled up, not even back to the line of scrimmage. Coming off right tackle was the ball carrier. And it's going to be third and a long situation now.
Palapoy was the ball carrier on that one, and he was tackled by number 95, number 95 is John LaChapelle, sophomore, 6'1", 295 pounds from Apache Junction High School.
Loss of one on the play for Palapoy. Now it's going to be third down and 11. Gauchos blitz. Here they come. Throws on the way from Jetson. Has a man in the flat. Drop just a little bit outside of the outstretched hands of Jordan Asaki. And it's going to be fourth down situation. Asaki had a couple steps, dove for the ball over on the far side of the field, but couldn't bring it in.
You know, that rush really put Jensen in a little bit of a hurry, and he overthrew that ball to the sideline. Asaki was open, but just couldn't get the wheels underneath him.
So instead, we're going to see a punt here, fourth down situation and 11. Nick Perebski, the punter, for the Badgers. Snap is on its way. Kick is on the way. Going to be a short kick. No fair catch called for it. The 45 hit as he caught, and then pile drived down towards the 35-yard line. A big hit from Derek Parker on the return. The runner got through a few tackles. Parker cleaned him up.
Yeah, it was a square hit right in the shoulders, right between the shoulder blades. In the chest, excuse me. And it's going to be good field position, though, for the Gauchos to start off in their second possession.
First down and 10, ball spotted on the Gaucho 39-yard line. 11:21 to play in this game. Still in the first quarter. Early on, 0-0. Perebski had a 41-yard punt on that last kick. Pistol formation for Travis Eamon and the Gauchos. Another flag blows the play dead, and it looks like they're going to have their second false start.
Yeah, but another false start. After one possession each team, the Glendale Gauchos have one first down. Snow, no first downs. Gauchos have 23 total yards on 5 plays, 19 on the ground, and 4 through the air.
Offense, number 64. 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
So the false start is the call, marching back 5 more yards. Instead of first and 10 from the 39, going to be first and 10 from the 34.
The Badgers only garnered 2 yards on their first possession.
Pistol formation again for Eamon and the Gauchos. Eamon hands off to Noe, keeps it, comes around the right side. Beautiful ball fake. Eamon in the open field, down to the 50-yard line, gets the first down, still on his feet, 40, and bumped out of bounds. Eamon on a beautiful ball fake to the tailback. Everyone bid on it, and he goes for a huge gain of 20-plus around the right side. Nobody there.
Yeah, everybody was faked out on that one, and I saw where the ball was, but he's a big dude, so he doesn't have that much quickness, but that one went for 25 yards on a fantastic fake. Stratton Brown was the one that was there to force him out of bounds.
Back into Badger territory, shotgun Eamon, false start, everyone jumped on it. Well, looks like it could be offensive again, but Badgers were there also.
You know, one of the keys to the game that I mentioned at the beginning was that these two teams need to stay focused and play 4 quarters of good football. And right now, the Gauchos have had a rough start with, I think this is their 3rd or 4th.
Conduct, disconcerting signals, number 54, the defense.
Wow.
15-yard penalty, first down.
Not a call you hear very often, unsportsmanlike on the defense for disconcerting signals.
Wow, I knew there was a disconcerting penalty in basketball, especially during the free throws, but in football I've never heard that. So one of the linebackers trying to mess with the signal call of the quarterback.
That's an automatic first down, pushes them up 15 yards, and just like that, the Gauchos trying to force themselves back into the red zone. Well into Badger territory right now. They have a first and 10, ball on the right hash mark of the 26-yard line. And, of course, you better believe that Coach Mon is out there trying to get an explanation on that call.
Well, that's been 2 big things against the Badgers, the fumble early on, and now a big penalty that you don't see very often, a personal foul disconcerting the signal.
This time, handoff to Toffa out of the backfield. He'll go forward, picks up a good chunk on first down, went just off the left side of the center for a pickup of about 6 yards. Spot the ball right on the 20-yard line.
In there for the Snow College Badgers is Eric Takanaka. He's a sophomore defensive back with the tackle, as well as Sunia Tatioli, the leading defender for the Badgers.
This time, Ema's going to empty out the backfield, has a slot receiver in tight, but 3 receivers over to his right, 1 split left, 10:25 to play in the first quarter, 0-0 and a 2nd and 4. He's going to keep it. Eamon goes left side, squeaks through a small little crease, and will be just short of the first down. Looks like he will be probably about a yard shy inside the red zone. And that was a read play. Eamon decided to keep it and go left.
Stop was made by 43, Zach Anosa, around the ankles. He's a sophomore defensive lineman. He has 21 total tackles this year and 1 sack.
Big 3rd down play for the Badger defense. 3rd and 1 in the red zone. Ball spotted on the Badger 17-yard line, left hash. Eamon calls a signal, steps back into the shotgun. Same formation, 3 receivers right. Badgers blitz and they jump. Badgers show blitz. It was a hard count by Eamon. Badgers come in. I saw an offensive lineman wiggle a little bit.
We'll have to decide, let the white hat tell us what's up.
Offsides, defense number 51. Contact in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty will result in a first down.
Hard count. Was able to sneak the Badgers off sides. They give them 5 more freebies. First down inside the 15.
You know, the Gauchos have 3 first downs, and 2 of those have been by penalty, courtesy of the Snow College Badgers.
Makatafa in the backfield of the shotgun formation. Play action pass, man open, wide in the flat is Nickerson. Nickerson breaks a tackle, gets down to the 5, loses the ball, but they'll say he's down by contact. He was down before the ball came out, but a good play on first down, gain of about 9 yards, a little screen to the right side, inside the 5-yard line now, and can still get a first down.
Tackle was made by Kimball Jensen, number 6. Of course, Jensen is from Layton, Utah. Layton High School, 6 feet tall and 199 pounds.
2nd and 1, inside the 5. Ball spotted on the 4-yard line for the Gauchos. Badgers make a few substitutions on defense. We'll bring in some bigger bodies. Eamon remains in the shotgun, still has Makatafa, and a timeout called now. Timeout taken, I believe, by Glendale. Glendale Gauchos take it. We'll take a break here on KMTI as well. Be back in 1 minute. Today against the Glendale Gauchos, 8:41 to play in the first, 0-0 right now, but the Gauchos threatening inside the 5-yard line. Ball spotted on the 3, and it's going to be 2nd down and 1 to go. Gauchos coming out of the called timeout. Eamon will be in the shotgun. Toffa with him, man in motion. Eamon will run, right side, touchdown Gauchos. Snuck through the hole, and Glendale strikes first. They go up on a 3-yard run from quarterback Travis Eamon. 8:43 to play in the first, 6-0 Glendale.
Everything going the Glendale way. The Snow College Badgers won the toss, wanted to get a fast start, fumbled on the first play. Snow College Badgers hold because of the missed field goal, but then give the ball back with decent field position, and then give a couple of first downs to enable this touchdown on penalties.
Navarro on the extra point, blocked. No good. The block taken by Vason for the Badgers, and that makes it keeps it at a 6-point game. 8:38 to play, 6-0 Badgers down. We'll be right back in 1 minute.
5 for 60.
Our strong point today is blocking extra points. That's a game changer of the game. Yeah. When we win by one. Yeah, I wrote them off last week too. Wow.
Kickoff after the touchdown again goes out of the end zone, well beyond the back line. That'll be a touchback. Bring the ball out to the 25. Gauchos score on a drive that took 5 plays, went 61 yards. But, Jeff, they were helped out by 2 big defensive penalties.
Yeah, it took 2 minutes and 38 seconds of clock time, and it ended in a 3-yard touchdown run from Eamon. But the Snow College Badgers really helped them out with those penalties, as you mentioned.
Crosby Jensen under center this time for the offense. 1st and 10, 25, tight end right side. Hands off to the tailback. Finds a hole squeaking through. 1st down and more. Has blockers in front of him. Brought down to the 44-yard line. Palapoy on the carry. He gets a big one on 1st down. Gain of almost 20, about 18 yards.
245-pound running back for the Snow College Badgers. Leads the way in that department, in the rushing department for the Badgers.
43.
He has 115 carries this year for 523 yards. He averages 52 yards per game. That one went for 18.
Big 1st down play for the Badgers. Now a 5 receiver set this time. And looks like some sort of wildcat formation. Direct snap to Johnson. Johnson goes left side, breaks through, gets a block, and gets a 1st down. Johnson lines up at the quarterback spot and gets a big gain on the left side. Jeffy Johnson on the carry.
That was the wrinkle that we saw last week as Coach Brittmon and his offensive coordinator put in a wrinkle to change things up on the offense, the Wildcat formation, the direct snap to Jeffy Johnson that goes for 12 yards. He's the 4th leading rusher for this Snow College Badger team. 29 carries this season for 170 yards. He has 2 touchdown runs as well.
2 plays on this drive and 30 yards for the Badgers. Now inside the Gaucho territory for the first time of the game. 6-0 Gauchos on top here in the first, 7:50 to play. 3 receivers set to the right. Crosby Jensen back in at quarterback. Pistol formation. And still having a few clock issues here. They'll have to reset the clock to 7:50. Says 7:45 right now. Started a little early. Crosby Jensen will be in the pistol. Again, he has Palapoy right behind him in the tailback spot. Clock is straightened out, ready to go. It's rolling. Jensen takes a snap, pitches left to Palapoy, and is eaten up in the backfield. Palapoy couldn't even get the corner, couldn't even think about it. Tackled 5 yards beyond the line of scrimmage for a big loss on the play.
Well, I don't like that play. Palapoy, I don't think, has the speed to get to the outside on that outside pitch. It's just that student body left pitch to the left, and he didn't have the speed to get around that outside edge at all.
Ball back to the 50-yard line. 2nd down and 15 to go for the Snow College Badgers. Again, it's going to be Jensen in the pistol. Palapoy behind him. 3 receivers to the right, 1 left. This time Jensen throws, looks right, finds Horn coming out of the backfield. Horn across the 50 and is brought down. Kind of an awkward tackle, but Horn is going to pick up about 3 yards. Not back to the original line of scrimmage. And now after 2 big plays to open up this drive for the Badgers, we're looking at a 3rd down and 12 situation. Going backwards here.
The stop was made by Lewis Sharp. He's a 6'1", 190-pound sophomore from Mount Point High School. He's the 2nd leading defender for this team from his defensive back position.
6:35 to play in the first. Badgers down 6. 3rd and 12 right here from the Gaucho 47. Pistol formation. Jensen, man in motion. Play action pass. Jensen will throw. Looks down the field. Airs it up. Incomplete. It dropped well short. The intended target down the field was Nicholas West. Dropped about 10 yards short of him, and it'll bring up 4th down in a punt situation.
Nick West was not open at all, and who knows, maybe there was a hold there as West was going to make his cut and make his play on that ball or head to where the finishing part of his route was, but it wasn't even close on the throw, so it'll be 4th down, and Perebski will try to pin him inside their own 20.
4th and 12, 6:17 to play. Perepsky standing on the Badger 38. Will boot this one away. Kick inside the 10. Caught for the fair catch at the 5-yard line. So a nice kick to force the fair catch. Normally you don't call for those fair catches inside the 10. Hope it goes out of bounds or goes into the end zone, but he does. It's going to be a 95-yard field for the Gauchos.
Yeah, that's a big, long field ahead of them. He's lucky he made that catch, but it's on the 5-yard line, and it'll be Gaucho football. We've only seen the Badger defense score 1 touchdown, and it was last week. So the Badgers have an opportunity here, maybe get some tackles for losses and pin them closer to that end zone.
Travis Eamon, again the quarterback for the Gauchos. 1st and 10 from their own 5-yard line. Eamon will have 2 in the backfield with him. Top of one of those to tailback. He'll throw. Eamon in trouble. Steps up in the pocket. He's sacked. Eamon brought down at the 2-yard line. A 3-yard loss on the play. There's a scrum going for the ball. Badgers say they have it. They come up with it. It's Badger football.
And we see the white hat signal. It is Badger football.
That's a huge turnover.
99 with the fumble recovery for the Snow College Badgers. That's Lotaki. He's 6'1", 275 pounds. He plays on the defensive line from Salt Lake City. Comes up huge with the fumble recovery. We'll have to see who caused the fumble.
It's going to be 1st and goal for the Badgers from the Glendale 2-yard line. Sack, fumble, turnover. Badgers get a big one on defense. You talked about how they wanted to score, and this may be the next best thing.
52 was the one Badger player that caused the fumble, and that's Sinialau Tatioli.
Jensen lines up under center, hands out to Palapoy, stuffed up at the line of scrimmage, tries to sneak through, and he fumbles the ball.
Fumbles it forward into the end zone.
Touchdown! Palapoy loses it, Snow falls on it, and they get a touchdown. Who came up with that, Peely? I believe that was Peely, number 40.
40 covered it, and scores the touchdown. How do you put that one in the stat books? That's going to be a tough play for Coach for Doug Johnson, our statistician.
I don't think that's how it was written up, Jeff, either.
No
I don't
way.
think that's how the playbook went. But it's a 6-point touchdown, fumble touchdown that time. Palapoy on the fumble. Jordan Peely recovers it in the end zone for 6. The Badgers knot it all up. 5:55 to play in the first, and it all started with a huge sack fumble caused by the Badger defense inside the 5. Extra point team out on the field for the Badgers. Spencer Groner will kick this one through. David Halderman, the holder for Snow. Snap is down, hold is good, kick is good, it's through. Badgers have the lead with 5:55 to play. 7-6, Snow College on top. We'll be back in 30 seconds. They're on the other side of the 10, about the 13-yard line, down by 1 point. It's going to be Eamon. Shotgun, he'll throw, looks to his right, 3-step drop, airs it up, incomplete. Was looking for Rod Taylor on the right side and overthrew the 6'5" receiver.
That's what I was going to say. If anybody can catch a high ball, it's him because he's so tall out there at 6'5".
Number 64. Half the distance to the goal. Replay first down.
So holding on number 64 of the Gauchos, that's going to pin him closer again. So Badger defense doing what they're supposed to do.
Licking their chops here. They hold, marches them back to the 7-yard line. Half the distance is the yardage count. 5:42, and it's going to bring up a first down and just shy of 20. Play is blown dead again. Timeout taken by Snow College. 5:42 to play. Badgers up by 1 over Glendale 7-6. We'll be back here in 1 minute.
Charged up the ride, headed back to the cross again. Gotta see the girl one more time. My destiny's just around the bend, and when I slow down, it's not hard to find. I make good on the give and take, and leave town like a prison break. Could have been Milwaukee's best like Beast Light, but I stuck with the fam, race scene for life. The probability between me and the dream is stretching farther than I thought I'd ever have to reach. Although growing up is tough enough, it's not tough as the love with all the hucklebuck and pressure to go out and get a job and be the thing that everybody thought you'd be while growing up, and I am. So
Welcome back to KMTI. It's 1st and 17. Gauchos in the shotgun. Eamon will take it. He's in trouble. Steps up in the pocket. Going to be, no, he squeaks through. Eamon in the open field and finally brought down across the 20, almost to the 20-yard line, down towards the 19. Badger defense thought they had him, and he got through somehow.
Stratton Brown on the stop right there, number 17 for the Badgers from Bluffdale and Riverton High School.
Clock is ticking at 5:10 in the first. Badgers up 1, 7-6. Eamon again in the shotgun for the Gauchos. 2nd down and about 4 here. Badgers look like they're going to come bring pressure on the right side edge. Eamon will prepare for it. Looks like he's calling a play audible, and instead we'll just take a timeout. Another timeout here taken by the Gauchos this time. Eamon didn't like what he said. Another 1-minute break here on KMTI. Coming out of the timeout, Eamon's going to step back. He's going to throw the ball, steps up in the pocket, hit as he throws. The ball sails on him, and it's going to be a pick. Snow College gets the interception, coming back the other way, brought down towards the 35-yard line. I believe that was Chris Collins on the interception.
Was it 42?
Yeah, it was 42.
42 on the interception.
Dalton Brady.
Yep.
Brady on the pick. And it was all forced by the defensive line. They got in there, hit the quarterback as he threw. It was an easy pick for Brady, and he's able to return a good field position for the Snow College Badgers now. They have a chance here with 4:43 to play in the first. First down and 10 from the 23-yard line. Handoff going right up the right side and going nowhere is Molisi. And Molisi from the tailback spot gets maybe half a yard.
That interception was Dalton Brady's 2nd interception of the season, and I don't know where Eamon was throwing the ball. Maybe it was thrown to his 6'5" receiver over the middle, but it was over his fingertips and 5 or 10 yards past him, and Dalton Brady smack dab just looking right there in the middle of the field between the hash marks with the interception and the pretty decent run back.
2nd down and 9 situation here for Jensen. He'll be in the pistol formation. Sends a man in motion. Hands off. to Molisi, and Molisi again bottled up quickly right at the line of scrimmage. Minimal gain, if anything, on that play. Straight dive right up the center.
That was some bruising tackles right there and bruising yards that Molisi went. 43 was on the tackle for the Gauchos. It was from Jared Tuilagi. He's a freshman at 6'3", 250 pounds from Nevada and Liberty High School.
3:43 to play in the first quarter of play. Badgers still up by 1. Third down at 9 here, just outside of the red zone. Ball spotted on the Gaucho 22. Jensen, pistol formation. This time he'll throw. Step up in the pocket, pressured, hit as he throws. Passes incomplete. 2 flags on the play. One in the backfield towards Jensen, and one where the receiver was standing. The intended target was Chris Bethley for Snow, and that may be a pass interference call.
Easy call as Bethley makes a break on the ball, and they reach over on his shoulder pad and hold one shoulder back, and it's going to be either a pass interference or a hold.
Holding offense, number 50. Pass interference, defense, number 5. Those fouls offset. Replay, third down.
The offsetting penalties again, third down. We mentioned the flag in the backfield, right where Jensen went down. Offensive lineman, too much jersey on the block. So after the incomplete pass, the Badgers do get another chance here anyway. Because of the pass interference, third down and 8 situation to go. Ball on the 22-yard line. 3:27 to play in the first. Badgers up 1. Jensen this time will be under center. Molisi still in the backfield at the tailback. Play action pass to Molisi. Jensen throws end zone. Man caught. Touchdown Badgers. Chris Bethley on the flag route. Got it just inside the pylon for 6 on a big third down play. Badgers up again.
Just the exact opposite route of what he did before on the penalty play. He cut to the inside on the penalty play. On the touchdown catch, he cuts to the outside with that flag pattern, as you mentioned, and catches it and goes into the corner of the end zone. Number 10 with the touchdown for the Snow College Badgers. Bethley is from Katy High School in Katy, Texas.
Extra point on the way from Groner. Kick is up, going to be good. Plenty of distance on that one. Almost goes out of the stadium. 14-6, Badgers up. We'll be back here on KMTI in 30 seconds.
Yards will be ended to the end of the run, first down.
So someone on the Badger offense was offsides.
Yeah, the Badger kicking team. Yep.
Where are they going to mark?
So the good question is, where did they mark the ball, and then where are they going to give him the 5 yards from the mark?
Sounded like they were going to add 5 yards on to the end of the run. The tackle was made at the 24, so they march it up 5 yards from there, put him at the 29-yard line. Penalties, been a big issue for both teams.
And the takeaways and the giveaways.
Yeah.
We've seen an interception by the Badgers as Brady gives the Badgers good field position, and then they're able to score the points off of that.
3:09 to play in the first. Badgers up 14-6, 1st and 10 Gauchos. Ball on the right, hash from their own 29-yard line. Eamon again will be in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. Hands to the motion man around the end. He's wrapped up, bottled up from behind, and brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He couldn't outrun the defense.
51 on the tackle for the Snow College Badgers. That's Pisoni Tassini. He is the 6th leading defender for the Badgers. He has 3.5 sacks, and he also has 12.5 tackles for a loss, leading the team in that tackle for loss category. That one was another tackle for a loss by himself. So 13.5 tackles for loss this season.
And how about 273 pounds and just tracked down the wide receiver, outran him there. Bubble screen out of the backfield to the big man, and going for a couple yards. That's Makatafa, 5'9", 240. He's quite a load. Puts his shoulder down and gets a couple.
And Laranji Vasson just goes low, low, low and takes out his shins or his knees to get that tackle. Of course, Laranji Vasson is the 3rd leading defender, and Vasson has 5 blocks this year on punts and on extra points. Just doing a phenomenal job for the Badgers.
Toff is able to get across the 30 down towards the 32-yard line. 3rd down and 7. Clock is ticking at 2:04. Snap. Eamon throws off to the right, has a man open, and it overthrew him. He was looking down the field to Rod Taylor. Again, he was a 6'5 receiver, and Rod started to backpedal there. He had the catch if he just keeps running. Had a step on the defense, but it drops incomplete.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Taylor takes the blame on that one. He turns around and tries to backpedal instead of continuing his route with his full strides. So, incomplete pass resulting in a punt situation right now.
Back to return the kick for the Badgers, standing inside his own 30 is Takinaka. 1:57 to play in the first. Kick is away. Takinaka will let it go over his head. Now it bounces at the 29. He'll just let it take a bounce. A nice Glendale bounce, and bounces all the way down inside the 10 and out towards the 9-yard line. What a punt from Glendale. And they'll say it is at the 9-yard line.
The punter, Colby Gregory, averages 43 yards per punt, and that one went 59 yards, 16 longer than his average, just shy of his longest of the season of 62.
It just hit in a spot where Takinaka couldn't really get to it. Placed well and had a fantastic bounce. So now the Badgers looking at a long field. The field position is swapped here at Stoddard Field, 14-6. Badgers up with 1:47 to play in the first. That glance at the scoreboard is brought to you by Central Valley Medical Center and Little Caesars. 1st and 10 Badgers. Jensen will be in the pistol formation. Palapoy back in the game. In the backfield, man in motion. Hands off to the motion man. Comes around the left side. Finds a crease and gets a couple yards, but not much more than that. Looked like he might break it. Jordan Asaki, and he couldn't get through. In fact, maybe even lost. Yeah, looks like he just got back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing there.
He was in motion and got the ball with a full head of steam, but couldn't quite get around the edge. I thought maybe there was a face mask penalty, but maybe it was just he raked across the front of the face mask. Not enough to call it. 2nd and
10. Ball now on the left hash mark. Jensen will again be in the shotgun pistol formation. He'll throw this time. 3-step drop. Looks left. Finds a man open in the flat. Caught. And a 1st down across the 20-yard line. Move the chains as Soki gets the catch.
Quick stat checks since we're nearing the end of the first quarter. Snow College with 4 first downs, Glendale with 5. Snow with 65 total yards, 82 total yards for Glendale. Snow College has 28 on the ground, 37 through the air. 3 of 6 for Crosby Jensen so far with 1 touchdown throw.
Palapoy, the tailback. Tight end to the left, 2 to the right for Jensen in the pistol. Jensen will throw again, looks to his left, comes back, sets up the screen. Caught, running upfield, lowering his shoulder and powering forward for a good chunk of yards. The runner was Louis Hamilton, and he caught the screen, leveled his shoulder, put the load on the defender, and gets about 7 yards.
It's kind of cool to watch big number 78, Pat O. He's 6'8", 376 pounds, and he was out there for that screen pass blocking, and he was rumbling down the field.
Clock is ticking at 24 seconds. This could be the last play of the first quarter for the Badgers. Jensen again in the pistol formation. 1 receiver wide right, 1 left. Gaucho show blitz. Man in motion. Gauchos come. Handoff left side, wrapped up, brought down, spun up. No gain on the play. In fact, it's going to be a loss. Louis Hamilton on the carry, and he is tackled for a loss of almost 5 on the play.
That's going to bring the quarter to an end.
14-6, your first quarter score. We'll be back here in Ephraim. This is KMTI Snow College football. On the headset, Doug Johnson with stats, and we appreciate Lynn Cook helping us out today as well, spotting. Coming into the second quarter, it's going to be 3rd down and 7 for the Badgers. Ball on their own 24-yard line. This time Jensen will be under center. Jensen will throw, steps up, airs it up, has a man caught, upended and losing the ball, fumbled. It looks like it may be Glendale football. We'll see what happened here. The catch was made by Landon Horn, and Landon was hit hard down low. His feet went up over his head, inverted, and lost the ball. It's going to remain with Snow. They recover the fumble, but it will be a first down.
26 on the fumble caused. That's Shai Harris, the cornerback, sophomore at 5'10", and 185 pounds. That's twice that we've seen Tyler Barron lose the ball and fumble. One was lost. This one luckily wasn't lost, but so far the Badgers have fumbled, I believe, 3 times and only lost it once.
First down situation now, 14:40 to play in the second quarter. Jensen in the pistol, hands off to Palapoy. Palapoy tries to go somewhere but can't. He's bottled up in the middle of the scrum there at the line of scrimmage and can't get anywhere.
95.
That was
That Malisi?
Who ran it?
Maybe.
24 on the carry.
Yeah, it is Palapoy. 14:18 to play and ticking right now. Badgers get a couple on that first down run out of Palapoy, about 3 yards. Ball spotted on their own 35-yard line, left hash. And again, they bring in Jeffrey Johnson in at quarterback. Johnson, empty backfield, 5-receiver set. He keeps it, jukes to his right, nowhere to go. Johnson shaking bacon in the backfield, tries to squeak out, and he can't. He is able to get back to the 34-yard line, but will lose yardage on the play. The defense for the Gauchos was ready for that, and Johnson made a couple guys miss, but couldn't escape. He's shifty, but when you have 11 guys right in your face, you just can't get out of that.
That brings up another 3rd down conversion attempt for the Snow College Badgers. Snow College right now are 2 of 4 for 50% on those 3rd down conversion attempts. On the season, if I can quickly look it up for you, those 3rd down conversion attempts, the Badgers are 41% usually and have 58 out of 142 for the season. Today, 2 of 4.
Jensen comes in back at quarterback for the 3rd down. 3rd and 8 situation, ball on the 34-yard line. Jensen in the pistol. Gauchos blitz from the right. Throw out to the right side is a screen. Caught short of the first down. On the reception was Asoki. And he'll be dropped short. Gets about 6 on the play and needed 7 or 8. Across the 40, down to the 41-yard line. It's going to be 4th down. Badgers punt here. Nick Perebski comes in.
Well, Jordan Asoski, he only has so far this season 5 coming into this game catches, and he has a couple today already, but he didn't quite get the yardage necessary on that one. He has 2 catches for 19 yards today.
Badgers will kick with the ball spotted on the 41. Porepsky puts his foot into it, a deep spiral. What a kick by Porepsky. Bounces inside the goal line and comes back out. It bounces at the 1, takes a Badger bounce and goes right out of bounds. That was perfect. It was inside the 1 when that bounced, Jeff. It was about the 2-inch line. Took a Badger bounce and goes. You can't get any better than that.
It was perfect, wasn't it? It was a nice high spiral punt. It bounced almost on the line, and then it bounced backwards and sideways to go out of bounds with inside the 1-yard line. The best punt we've seen all year long. That one's a 58-yarder.
It was so close. I thought it was out. I thought it did hit the line. But the officials will spot it. As you mentioned, inside the 1, it looks like the back end of the football is just across the end zone line.
The line judge on the Snow Badger side commenting with the marker holder for the Badgers, what a great punt.
So the Gauchos in trouble. Will just do a quarterback sneak to try to get themselves some breathing room. Eamon will take it, and it looks by the spot he may get about a half yard, maybe close to a full yard. But it's going to bring up a 2nd and long, and the Gauchos still deep in their own territory. They do get across the 1-yard line, but just barely.
Brendan Steen on the tackle for the Snow College Badgers. Of course, Brendan Steen is from Kahuku, Hawaii, and he went to Orem High School. Well, he lives from Orem, Utah, and Kahuku High School.
Travis Eamon will be in the shotgun formation this time. Badgers come on a delayed blitz. Eamon throws. Caught. First down. Out across the 10 towards the 15-yard line. Vason able to get the tackle, but not until he was able to move the chains.
So a good play right there for the Gauchos to get out of trouble. To stand in your own end zone and stand in the pocket and stand in the pocket and stand in the pocket and then deliver the ball takes a lot of courage, and the Gauchos just did that, got the first down.
So they're able to move the ball, move the sticks out towards the 14-yard line. 1st and 10 left hash. Eamon fumbles the snap. He picks it up, be in trouble, pressured, runs back into the end zone, throws it up, and there is a man there, and he was well out of the pocket. It was out of bounds, so you can't do the intentional grounding there, but the defense was all over Eamon after he fumbled the shotgun snap.
That's what I was going to mention. It's a shotgun snap. The pass was intended for 81. It wasn't even close. He just threw it wisely over here up above the Snow College Badger sideline.
Incomplete pass will stop the clock at 11:49 to play in the first quarter here. Badgers still up 14-6. It's going to be a 2nd down and 10 situation for the Gauchos, deep in their own territory still inside the 15. Badgers bring pressure on the edges. Eamon steps up, sacked. Brought down, big loss on the play. Coming up with the sack for the Badgers was Pisoni Tassini.
51 with a big play right there, Pisoni Tassini. It looked like he had pulled the ball down and was running forward, so I don't think they're going to give him a sack on that play, but they're going to give him a tackle for a loss.
Loss of about 3 on the play is what they're going to call it.
And that tackle for a loss is Tassini's 14.5 on the season now, leads the Badger team in tackles for losses.
Big play for the defense. Eamon will throw, steps up, under pressure, delivers, caught, first down. Eamon able to deliver the ball down the center of the field for the first time today. Hits his target, Rod Taylor, the big 6'5 receiver. He goes up to get it, moves the sticks on a 3rd and long.
Stop was made by Eric Takanaka, but not until it was a good first down completion from Travis Eamon. Eamon is now 5 of 9 with 1 interception for 45 yards, as long as 15.
So now the Gauchos, plenty of breathing room now. It's going to be 1st and 10. Ball spotted on their own 28. Pump fake. Eamon runs, gets out of the pocket, tripped up from behind and falls forward. He gets a couple on the play across the 30-yard line and tripped up from behind. It looked like Luke Hollingsworth was in there.
Yeah, Hollingsworth gets him from behind just enough to take his balance out and his legs out from underneath him. That brings up a 2nd down play.
Ball spotted again on the right hash on the 31-yard line. Gauchos looking at a 2nd and 7 here. Eamon in the shotgun, empty backfield, 3 receivers to his left, sends one of the slot man in motion. Play action, pass, rolls left, screen, caught out of the backfield by Taffa. Taffa with big open running, across the 50 and brought down around the ankles. A little slow to get up, but Taffa, big play on the screen. That was a huge gain across the 50.
Sweet tackle from Isaiah Jefferson to save the touchdown. Number 14 with the stop, 5'8", 163-pound sophomore from Bluffdale, Utah, and Alta High School. But now the Gauchos are in Badger territory.
They started this drive, remember, right on the 1-inch line of their own end zone.
And it's gone 7 plays for 50 yards now.
1st and 10, 9:48 to play in the second. Gaucho quarterback Eamon in the pistol, hands off to the tailback, goes right side, actually goes right up the center, bounces to the right and tackled for a gain of 3 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and down. Clock is continuing to tick now, 9:32 to play in the second. Badgers up 14-6 at home. Travis.
Go ahead. I was going to say 91 on the tackle for the Badgers as well as Brendenstein.
Travis Eamon will again be in the pistol formation. 2 receivers to his right, 1 left, tight end left side as well. Eamon, play action, looks to his right, airs it up down the sideline, caught! It was on the edge. We'll see what they say. It is a catch. Coming up to able to bring the ball in, go to foot inbounds towards the 30-yard line. The catch made by Cody Zimmerman for the Gauchos, and right now the Gaucho offense is marching right down the field against the Badger defense. They're inside the 30.
Well, neither one of the officials was very close to that play to see that it was bobbled as he went out of bounds. So they're going to credit a big catch right there.
1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Gauchos threatening to go inside the red zone. Eamon shotgun, looks right, passes, throws. Man in the flat, caught out of bounds. Gets a couple. It was Pasquiasso on the catch. Number 85 out in the right side flat. Picks up about 4 on the play down to the 25.
Marching down the field, as we mentioned, it's so far this drive is 10 plays for 74 yards, starting on about their 2-inch line back in the other side of the field.
8:45 to play in the second. Eamon in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, tight end right, sends a man in motion, has a man in the backfield as well. Play action, he looks to pass again, hit as he throws, knocked out, fumble, ball's loose, picked up by the Badgers. They're going back to the house down to the 40, has a man to beat. Off and running is Totioli. Totioli cuts back inside, breaks through, and now he's finally brought down from behind. But Totioli, a big play, picks up the loose ball. Eamon was hit as he threw. The ball came out. It was a fumble, and Totioli picks it up. Sunia Totioli, he goes all the way back, and the Badgers are in business inside the 20-yard line.
That is a huge play from Tatioli, Sunia Tatioli. Number 9 for the Snow College Badgers from East High School comes up big. He's been big all year long for the Snow College Badgers. That one he hit right before the arm started going forward for the pass. After a 74-yard drive, the Gauchos come away with nothing on that forced turnover from Tatioli.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 Badgers on the Gaucho 18. Jensen under center. Lots of momentum for Snow now. Has man in the backfield, play action pass. Jensen rolls to his right. Man wide open in the end zone. Has to come back for a caught. Touchdown Badgers. On the reception, Chase Lofton. The ball was thrown well behind Lofton, but he was wide open. He came back for the ball, dove for it, gets the grab. Badgers 20 unanswered points.
Wow, and we're going to have to keep that one in mind from Sunia Tatioli. We have to award a Sam Pete Steele play of the game, and that one was big right there for Tatioli to come away with the forced fumble and the fumble recovery all by himself, and then the huge run back.
And it sets up a 1-play drive for 18 yards. The Badgers score. Extra point is good. 21-6. Badgers all over Glendale in the second quarter. 8:17 to play. We'll be back here on KMTI in 30 seconds. The beginning part of this game, we've had so many huge ones, but right now the Badgers winning that battle.
You know, I was trying to figure out a way to recap the turnovers. We've had 4 turnovers in this football game, 2 against each squad. The Badgers have fumbled once, and
I believe.
3 turnovers against the Gauchos and only 1 against the Badgers. The Badgers have fumbled 3 times but only lost it 1 time, and the Badgers intercepted the Gauchos once. And then right here, there were 2 fumbles, and the Gauchos lost both of those. So three takeaways for the Badgers.
The first fumble set up the Badger offense inside the 5-yard line. They score there. In fact, all 21 of Snow's points have come off turnovers. Eamon will throw. Tries to hit a man in the flat, and it's incomplete. Intended target coming out of the slot position, couldn't hit him, and it's going to remain 2nd and 10 for Glendale.
You know, along with those 3 takeaways that the Badgers have 1 interception that was returned for 18 yards, and then the fumble was returned for 46 yards. So the Badgers have 64 yards just on the turnovers.
Eamon in the shotgun, pump fakes, runs, gets through the line of scrimmage, and he's in the open field. Eamon down to the 35, rolled out of bounds at the 42. It's going to be a first down for the Gauchos. Eamon pump fakes and then runs with it off right tackle for a big chunk of yards, almost 15.
Eamon is the workhorse for this Gaucho football team. He has 12 carries for 60 yards and a touchdown in the rushing department. Through the air, he's 8 of 13 with 1 interception for 86 yards. So he's responsible for 146 of the 158 yards that Glendale has.
That last one went for 13 yards. Eamon will be in the pistol, 3 receivers left. Hands off to the tailback. He comes right side. Stutter steps and then is brought down. It was Patrick Brown on the carry for the Gauchos, gets 2 yards on the right end.
36 on the defensive stop, Trevin Swenson for the Snow College Badgers from Shelley, Idaho. Good defensive play right there. I'll get you a quick stat check here after this play.
7:22 to play in the second quarter. Badgers ahead of the Gauchos 21-6 right now. Eamon's going to be in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers left, 1 to his right. And it's again Brown in the backfield. Eamon will throw this time. High, but caught. Tackle is made after the catch. It's going to be short of the first down. Ball spotted at midfield.
81.
I believe it was Braxton Nickerson on the catch.
84.
And the Badgers stop was 25, Tavian Lott, and number 6 as well, Kimball Jensen.
6 on the.
Going to set up a third down. The ball was caught and then tackled right at the 50-yard line. Timeout taken by the Badgers with 6:53 to play in the second quarter. We'll take one as well. Back here in Ephraim in 30 seconds.
Charged up the ride, headed back to the cross again. Gotta see the girl one more time. My destiny's just around the bend, and when I slow down, it's not hard to find. I make good on the give and take, and leave town like a prison break. Could have been Milwaukee's best like Beast Light, but I stuck with the fam, racing for life. The probability between me and the dream is stretching farther than I thought I'd ever have to reach. Although growing up is tough enough, it's not tough as the love with all the hucklebuck and pressure to go out and get a job and be the thing that everybody thought you'd be while growing up. And I am, so act like you know what's up. I'm Black Ops showing up on you zombies while the backdrop's blowing up.
It was a 20-yard run, and it was a beauty by Bethley. You thought he was going to be bottled up and nowhere to go in the backfield, but he somehow shifts out of it. He was helped by a hold, though, and it's going to push the Badgers back from that spot down to the 30-yard line. So they had a 1st and 10 at the Gaucho 40. Now it's a 2nd and 16 from their own 30. So in essence, that's a 10, 20, almost a 30-yard penalty.
Yeah, the Badgers have 5 penalties now for 40 yards compared to 4 for the Gauchos for 27.
4:25 to play before halftime. Jensen, pistol, he'll throw, play fake, pump action, throws it down the field. Man open on the sidelines, and he overshot him. He had a man right there. It was Nick West, I believe, coming down the side, and Nick was looking over his left shoulder. The throw was thrown to the right side, and Nick couldn't relocate the ball. Drops incomplete.
Miscommunication throw on that one, as you mentioned, threw it over the wrong shoulder, and West was just streaking down. There were 2 receivers and only 1 Gaucho to cover both of them. The inside man covered, West on the outside not covered, wide open. That's a costly miscommunication on that one.
Would have been a first down. Instead, it's going to be 3rd and 16 from the 30. Jensen, Osaka in motion, hands off to the tailback, fumble, but he picks it up. Flag on the play. How does he do that? Jeffy Johnson fumbles the ball, turns around, picks it up, and now he's running forward again, and is finally brought down to the 41-yard line. There is a flag, another flag, a scrum on the field. A couple players getting into it on the far side. And someone maybe leaving this game. There's a scrum. I couldn't see what was going on, but there was some hotheads on the right side after that play was over. 3 flags and 2 hats on the field right now. That was an incredible run, by the way, by Jeffy Johnson. Squeaks through, fumbles the ball, runs backwards, picks it up, and then gets 10 more yards.
Yeah, it just happened to bounce right back up to where he wanted it to be. It bounced 1 bounce on the ground. Let's see what the official says.
There are 3 fouls on Snow College. Holding, number 50. 10-yard penalty, that'll be replay 3rd down. Dead ball, personal foul, late hit number 70, 15-yard penalty from the end of the first penalty. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 70 of the offense. Another 15-yard penalty from the end of the second 15-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down.
Holy cow.
Wow.
2 personal foul penalties. You got to accept them both, and then you put the hold on top of that. Glendale wants the ejection call. They don't get it, but it's going to be a 40-yard penalty.
Yeah,
between
15
the 3.
plus 15 plus 10, and so the ball ended up being around the 40-yard line, so they're going to have to figure out where to spot this one, because they may have to go half the distance to the goal after the second penalty and not give them the full 15 yards on the 3rd penalty.
Holy cow. You need a calculator for this one. So right now they're going to they mark off the 10, they walk it off. That puts them down to the 30, and then they can do the next 15 from there. I've never seen that. 2 personal fouls, and normally you can just accept 1, but they put them all the way down to the 5-yard line. That's where they'll spot the ball at the Snow College 5. To get a first down, they need to get to the 46. They need 40 yards.
This really has been an entertaining game because it's been so weird.
There's been so many odd things that have happened. There really has been.
Lots of turnovers, lots of fumbles. Not every one of the fumbles has been a turnover, but we've seen the ball on the ground a lot. We had 1 interception by the Badgers that was returned for 18 yards. We had a blocked extra point by Laranji Vassin. We had an interception by Brady. I mean, it was just been pretty funky this first half.
And it sets us up now with the Badgers at a 3rd and 41. The ball spotted on their own 5-yard line. And remember the play before that, Jensen missed on a throw down the sidelines to Nick West before that last play all took place. Score right now 21-6.
I wonder what happened to promote number 70 from the Badgers, Zach Lindsay, to really go after one of the players there for the Gauchos. Lindsay got both of them. He got 2 well, he got the first one was a
late hit.
The second was unsportsmanlike.
And he was hot. He wasn't very happy, and he thought maybe Glendale had done something wrong, but he got both penalties. And he was definitely in there. They were tussling on the ground.
It's hard to hide his body at 6'7" and 314 pounds going after somebody.
The officials, meanwhile, are still talking things over. Glendale wanted the ejection call. They thought he should have been out of the game. And Coach Mickey Bell is still talking that over with the officials. And the officials on the Snow College sideline explaining some things to Britt Mon as well. That was just a crazy series of events. We're looking at 4 minutes, 7 seconds to go in the second quarter. Again, it's going to be 3rd and 41 for the Badgers on their own 5. The teams are lined up and ready to go, but both coaches looking for an explanation here to get this all sorted out.
And the White Hat doing just that. He was over with Coach Mickey Bell for just a second, and now he's over with Coach Britt Mon giving the explanation. Good communication, but it just makes a funky first half even funkier because of the delay and all the communication and the waiting around on the field. This has just been not your prettiest game.
We do appreciate our sponsors, including Snow College and Skyline Pharmacy. Also, Big Daddy's Deli in Richfield helping out with this broadcast today. 4 minutes, again, 7 seconds to go in the second, as the officials, including the White Hats, still on the Snow College sideline, explaining what just happened to head coach Britt Mon.
Wow. So the Badgers have 8 penalties now for 64 yards. Gauchos 4 penalties for 27 yards. Let me give you another quick stat check. The Gauchos have 10 first downs, 8 for the Snow College Badgers. It looks like the White Hats back in position. We'll continue with the stats later.
We'll see what the Badgers call here on 3rd and 41. I doubt they have much in the playbook for this type of situation, but it is going to be Jensen in the pistol formation, man in motion coming across the left side. Jensen just hands it off to Palapoy. He's able to get a couple, and actually does get a good chunk of yards, but nowhere close to what he needs. Across the 10 down towards the 14-yard line. And the Badger punt team will come out. The one thing that does do, Jeff, is give Perepsky some room to kick this ball away. He's not standing on the back line of the end zone.
The last time we saw him punt, it went for 58 yards and was a sweet spiral, pinned the Gauchos on their 2-inch line. This one, he's going to be standing on his own end zone line. Perepsky averages 45 yards per punt.
Palapoy a little shaken up. He gets off the field, but does so gingerly. This kick is away across the 40, caught, and coming up, Phil breaks the tackle down to the 50 and gets a good block across the 45-yard line. Looks like Landon Horn thought he was blocked in the back.
Well, he was.
No flag thrown.
He was the first guy there and gets shoved in the back past the punt return man, and no flag at all. I guess the officials decided, hey, we've thrown quite a few flags. Let's see if the players can just play some football finally.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 Gauchos inside of Badger territory to start this drive. 3:10 left in the second. Snow up 21-6. Gauchos had the ball on the Snow College 44-yard line. Ball spotted on the left hash. We're going to see Travis Eamon again at quarterback. He'll be in the shotgun. Takes the ball. He'll throw. Flag on the play. Thrown and almost picked off. The ball was well off target, and coming in was Stratton Brown. He almost gets the pick, but even it was thrown behind him on the coverage.
This penalty is probably going to be against the Badgers. They did not blow it dead. It'll probably be an offsides penalty.
Formation, 5 men in the backfield. Offense, number 81. 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
So no, it actually goes against Glendale. Interesting they gave a number on who it was on with 5 men in the backfield.
That's true.
But it's going to be 1st and 15 now, so they march it back to the 49-yard line. 3:05 to play in the second quarter. 4 men lined up in the backfield this time, including quarterback Travis Eamon. He's going to be in the shotgun, takes a snap, looks to his left. Screenplay dropped. And it was intended for Pasquiasco. It was a little bubble screen, and it was a good throw, but Pasquiasco turned around before he caught the ball and just couldn't hang on to it.
I think he was so excited about running, or he was concerned about the Badger defense that was coming right at him, that he didn't catch the ball and was worried about himself a little bit. So incomplete pass. Eamon now 9 of 15 with 1 interception for 92 yards and no touchdown passes.
2nd and long for midfield for the Gauchos. 15 yards to go to pick it up. Eamon, shotgun. 2 receivers to his right, play action. He wants to pass, in trouble, throws it away, deep down the end, towards the end zone, and overthrows his target. Again, it was Giovanni Pasquiasso, the intended receiver, and the ball was overthrown, drops incomplete.
little bit of a step on the Badger secondary on that one, but the ball was too overthrown for anybody to even get close to it. So
Clock is stopped after the ball drops to the turf. 2:56 to play in the first half. Rick Bartholomew Insurance and Denny's, proud sponsors of the Snow College Badgers. Snow up 21-6. It's going to be 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 for the Gauchos. Eamon, shotgun, he'll throw, looks left, comes back right, under pressure, steps up in the pocket, almost escapes the sack, but he can't. Badgers collapse, and Eamon is brought down, and it will be a loss of 2 on the play, 4th and long. Badger defense holds. The Gauchos couldn't take advantage of really good field position, and they'll have to come back and punt this one away. Takianaka back to return.
on the stop there was the 52, Sinilao Tatioli. Wow, what a bad snap.
The snap is over the head of the punter. He has to go backwards and get it, falls to the ground. Snow falls on top of the punter, and they have great field position down towards the 26-yard line. That's where the offense comes out.
You know, I've said this just previously that this has been a funky game, and this is just adding to it. A long, deep snap on the punter goes over his head. Just adds to how rare this game is. I'm wondering if both of these teams aren't quite as focused as they ought to be, because what does this game really mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's going for 5th and 6th place in the WSFL playoffs. It's the final game of the season for both of these squads unless they get invited to a playoff, a bowl game, which I don't know if is very likely.
So it will be 1st and 10 for the Badgers. Ball spotted on the 26-yard line. Official blows the play dead before they can get anywhere. And a timeout taken by Snow College with 2:25 to play. We'll be right back in 30 seconds. Set the offense up for the Badgers in really good field position. The ball spotted on the Gaucho 26-yard line right between the hashes, and that's where Crosby Jensen and the offense will take over. Jensen in the pistol formation. Hands off to Palapoy. Runs right side and is wrapped up from behind, but Palapoy able to keep his feet turning. Gets a good pickup on 1st down, 6 yards down to the red zone spot right on the 20-yard line.
Palapoy, he's such a powerful runner, Palapoy is, and he got hit and then kept going and going and going. He's hard to bring down. Number 24, he's 245 pounds and 6 feet tall.
Palapoy remains the tailback. It's going to be Crosby Jensen in the pistol. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Jensen hands off to Palapoy again, left side, has a block, cuts back inside, breaks a tackle inside the 10, and leveled at the 10-yard line. Palapoy inside towards the 9-yard line on another big pickup.
26 with the hard hit on Palapoy up high. Somebody else was down low, taking out his ankles, so he flipped around. It looked pretty vicious, but he pops right back up. 29 was DeMario Fair.
Palapoy again, the handoff on the hurry-up offense. Flag comes in late. Clock is at 1:32, and Palapoy this time goes nowhere. It was 1st and goal from the 9, and he gets back to the 9. 32. We'll see what the flag is here.
White hat trying to figure it out from his buddies.
Illegal substitution, defense, 5-yard penalty, repeat 1st down.
Call goes against Glendale. That'll march the Badgers inside the 5. Put them towards the 4-yard line. Remains 1st down, 1st and goal for the Badgers at the 4. Great opportunity here to put up a score before before the end of the 1st half. It's going to be Crosby Jensen, pistol. Palapoy, the tailback. Man in motion, that's Nick West. Hands off to West. West trying to get the corner. Stiff arms, lowers his shoulder inside the 5. Touchdown! Nick West on the end around. He fought hard and got there. There's a Gaucho down on the turf. Nick West able to get in for 6.
That was good quickness for West and good blocking out there by number 40 of the Snow College Badgers, Isaac Katoa, 6 feet tall, from St. George, Utah, and Pineview High School, with the good block to spring him to the outside on the right side.
It's a 4-yard touchdown run from Nick West with 1:18 to play. That was a 3-play drive going 26 yards, and again the Badgers take advantage of miscues by the Gauchos. All of their touchdowns have come off of turnovers, including that last botched snap on the punt.
You know, botched is the right word. I think the snap was pretty decent, hit number 93 right in the hands, but 93 just dropped it.
Again, there is an injured Gaucho on the turf. On the far side, the extra point attempt hasn't been attempted as they attend to the injured player with 1:18 to go here.
They're calling for an ER doc to come out on the field. So when the assistant trainer runs off to the sideline to bring in the doctor, it's going to be a serious one.
So we'll take a break here for this injury timeout. More Snow College football when we come back in 1 minute on KMTI.
Sometimes they scrunch up and look like a 1. Yeah, I've seen that. 4s, 5s, 3s, and 8s. 6s.
Welcome back to Snow College. 1:18 to play in the second quarter of play. Still an injured Gaucho player is laying on the far side of the field from us, over on the east side, right about the 7-yard line in between the hash mark and the sideline. Both Glendale and Snow College personnel out there attending to him, and as you mentioned, Jeff, some extra help also. Didn't even see what the injury was. It was right around the area where Nick West cut up field on that touchdown run, but did not able to see a number or really get a good picture right now of what happened. Still trying to figure things out, but let's talk about the touchdown run from Nick West. It was a beauty. He came across the formation before the snap in motion and just took the handoff right off the snap, and it looked like he was going to be wrapped up in the backfield, but a good stiff arm as well as some quick feet propelled him in, and he put his shoulder down at the goal line to force his way through.
So it looks like they just rolled over the injured player, but as you mentioned, Nick West was in the slot receiver position, went in motion, and then got that handoff with a full head of steam. But it was a great, quick play for him to get around the outside. And as I mentioned before, Jordan Peely had the nice block to spring him free. So I could do a quick stat check if you want me to go through a few things here with the injured player on the ground. Both teams with 10 first downs. The Badgers have 153 yards compared to 144 for Glendale. Of the Badger yardage, 66 is on the ground on 17 rushes, 87 yards through the air on 8 of 12 passing, 2 touchdown passes for Crosby Jensen today. The average per play for the Badgers is 5.3 yards, and the Badgers have 1 interception returned for 18 yards, 1 fumble returned for 46 yards, and the Badgers have fumbled once, actually fumbled 3 times, but only lost 1 of those. The Badgers have 8 penalties for 64 yards and have punted 4 times for an average of 48 yards. Time of possession is 15:56 and 2 of 6 on third downs. Glendale Gauchos, as I mentioned, 144 yards, 52 on the ground on 20 carries, 92 through the air for 9 of 16 attempts with 1 interception. The Gauchos have 4 yards per play so far here in the first half and have returned 2 kicks for 47 yards. The Gauchos have lost 2 fumbles. They've fumbled 3 times but only lost it twice, and have 6 penalties for 37 yards, and have 13 minutes compared to those 15 minutes of possession time, and only 1 of 5 for third down efficiency, and 0 for 4 for fourth down efficiency.
Well, good news for the Gauchos. The injured player able to get off the field under his own power, able to stand up.
31, I think, is what we're seeing from our spotter, thanks to Lynn Cook on the injured player.
That's going to be Israel Mashias, I believe, is going to be my best guess on that one. He's a freshman, Cactus, Arizona. So he is able to get off the field, which is good news. We'll continue to take a look at him. Extra point attempt for the Badgers coming after the touchdown. Kick is up, and it looks like it's going to be good, and it is. Groner knocks it through. That makes it a 4-touchdown game for the Badgers, up 28-6. Another 30-second break here. We'll be back. Coming after that touchdown run from Nick West, the Badgers will kick it off here from the 35. A line drive, low kick, fielded at the 2, dropped the catch. Now coming upfield across the 15, 20, left side seam, brought down from behind and then leveled at the 25. One Badger was hanging on by the jersey, another came in and cleaned it up.
Louis Hamilton comes up and cleans it up. He's number 31, 5'10", 206 pounds. He's from Vernal, Utah, and Uinta High School. Another injury on that hard hit from Hamilton.
I believe that's Braxton Nickerson who was the returner on that, the one that just got leveled. And now he's getting attention right on the Gaucho sideline on the far end of the field. The ball spotted at the 25-yard line, left hash, and he took a hit, really took a wallop. And we're going to take another injury timeout here with 1:08 to play in the second quarter. It's Snow College 28, Glendale 6, back here on KMTI in 30 seconds. It was the return man that was injured for the Glendale Gauchos, Braxton Nickerson, but he's up now, able to kind of jog off the field. That sets up a 1st and 10 situation for Glendale with 1:08 on the clock for them to work with. Ball on the 25. Handoff to the tailback. Squeaks through, gets a hold, 10-yard pickup. Patrick Brown on the carry. He goes left side off the tackle, picks up 10 yards, and they move the chain, stopping the clock at 1:01.
First down on first down again. Patrick Brown, the third leading rusher for this team behind the quarterback and the fullback.
Eamon under center. Again, hands off to Brown, and this time Brown can't go anywhere, and he gets about 2 yards, but they're not getting what they need here if they want to score before half. It's 43 seconds left and ticking.
Yeah, they'll have to make a couple of throws down the field, try to get 20 or 30 yards to even try to get close enough for a field goal attempt.
Clock now at 34 before halftime. Lots of time going off the clock. Eamon will take the snap, and again, they're just content to hand off, and it looks like going to the locker room. Patrick Brown again on the carry, gets 5 down to the 48-yard line, and that should take us to halftime unless they want to take a third down snap. Ball spotted on the 47. Right in between the hash.
Yeah, the coach just said, let's let it run out.
That's what they'll do. They'll take us to halftime. Badgers up 28-6. Impressive defensive performance by the Badgers, and they have helped out their offense with great field position. We're going to send it back to the studios for a 2-minute timeout right here and be right back with your halftime.
Charged up the ride, headed back to lacrosse again. Gotta see the girl one more time. My destiny's just around the bend, and when I slow down, it's not hard to find. I make good on the give and take, and leave town like a prison break. Could have been Milwaukee's best like Beast Light, but I stuck with the fam, racing for life. The probability between me and the dream is stretching farther than I thought I'd ever have to reach. Although growing up is tough enough, it's not tough as the love with all the hucklebuck and pressure to go out and get a job and be the thing that everybody thought you'd be while growing up, and I am. So act like you know what's up. I'm Black Ops showing up on you zombies while the backdrop's blowing up.
Robin, I just had such a good time.
I did.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Wait, hold on. Someone over there? I don't think so.
To me, Snow College is opportunity. Well, that's the word that explains it.
For me, describing Snow College in one word would be caring.
If I were to describe Snow College in one word, it would be encouraging. One word to describe Snow College would be exciting.
There's opportunities to get to know the faculty very well and have a personal relationship with them. And lastly, there's a lot of opportunities to get close with all your friends. In classes, you get to know people very well here.
It seems like students who come here are helped along their path and they're guided in a very nourishing environment.
We have a lot of activities held by the student body officers.
I think the faculty of Snow College genuinely care about the students at Snow and hoping that they can succeed and reach their goals. And in return, the students take on ownership and care about their education.
Wake up in the morning with a feeling in my head. Just another casual swirl made of lies and lead. Always heavier when it's in a balloon. Spinning through the parallel places that I know.
Charged up the ride, headed back to lacrosse again. Gotta see the girl one more time. My destiny's just around the bend, and when I slow down, it's not hard to find. I make good on the give and take, and leave town like a prison break. Could have been Milwaukee's best like Beast Light, but I stuck with the fam, racing for life. The probability between me and the dream is stretching farther than I thought I'd ever have to reach. Although growing up is tough enough, it's not tough as the love with all the hucklebuck and pressure to go out and get a job and be the thing that everybody thought you'd be while growing up. And I am, so act like you know what's up. I'm Black Ops showing up on you zombies while the backdrop's blowing up.
Robin, I just had such a good time.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Wait, hold on. Someone over there? I don't think so.
To me, Snow College is opportunity. Well, that's the word that explains it.
For me, describing Snow College in one word would be caring.
If I were to describe Snow College in one word, it would be encouraging.
One word to describe Snow College would be exciting.
There's opportunities to get to know the faculty very well and have a personal relationship with them. And lastly, there's a lot of opportunities to get close with all your friends in classes. You get to know people very well here.
It seems like students who come here are helped along their path and they're guided in a very nourishing environment.
We have a lot of activities held by the student body officers.
I think the faculty of Snow College genuinely care about the students at Snow and hoping that they can succeed and reach their goals. And in return, the students take on ownership and care about their education.
Wake up in the morning with a feeling in my head. Just another casual swirl made of lies and lead. Always heavier when it's in a balloon. Spinning through the parallel places that I know.
Charged up the ride, headed back to lacrosse again. Gotta see the girl one more time. My destiny's just around the bend, and when I slow down, it's not hard to find. I make good on the give and take, and leave town like a prison break. Could have been Milwaukee's best like Beast Light, but I stuck with the fam, racing for life. The probability between me and the dream is stretching farther than I thought I'd ever have to reach. Although growing up is tough enough, it's not tough as the love with all the hucklebuck and pressure to go out and get a job and be the thing that everybody thought you'd be while growing up. And I am, so act like you know what's up. I'm Black Ops showing up on you zombies while the backdrop's blowing up.
Robin, I just had such a good time.
I did.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Wait, hold on. Someone over there? I don't think so.
To me, Snow College is opportunity. Well, that's the word that explains it.
For me, Describing Snow College in one word would be caring.
If I were to describe Snow College in one word, it would be encouraging.
One word to describe Snow College would be exciting.
There's opportunities to get to know the faculty very well and have a personal relationship with them. And lastly, there's a lot of opportunities to get close with all your friends in classes. You get to know people very well here.
It seems like students who come here are helped along their path and they're guided in a very nourishing environment.
We have a lot of activities held by the student body officers.
I think the faculty of Snow College genuinely care about the students of Snow and hoping that they can succeed and reach their goals. And in return, the students take on ownership and care about their education.
Wake up in the morning with a feeling in my head. Just another casual swirl made of lies and lead. Always heavier when it's in a balloon. Spinning through the parallel places that I know.
Charged up the ride, headed back to lacrosse again. Gotta see the girl one more time. My destiny's just around the bend, and when I slow down, it's not hard to find. I make good on the give and take, and leave town like a prison break. Could have been Milwaukee's best like Beast Light, but I stuck with the fam, racing for life. The probability between me and the dream is stretching farther than I thought I'd ever have to reach. Although growing up is tough enough, it's not tough as the love with all the hucklebuck and pressure to go out and get a job and be the thing that everybody thought you'd be while growing up, and I am. So act like you know what's up. I'm Black Ops showing up on you zombies while the backdrop's blowing up.
Robin, I just had such a good time.
I did. Oh.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Wait, hold on. Someone over there? I don't think so.
To me, Snow College is opportunity. Well, that's the word that explains it.
For me, describing Snow College in one word would be caring.
If I were to describe Snow College in one word, it would be encouraging.
One word to describe Snow College would be exciting.
There's opportunities to get to know the faculty very well and have a personal relationship with them. And lastly, there's a lot of opportunities to get close with all your friends. In classes, you get to know people very well here.
It seems like students who come here are helped along their path and they're guided in a very nourishing environment.
We have a lot of activities held by the student body officers.
I think the faculty of Snow College genuinely care about the students at Snow and hoping that they can succeed and reach their goals. And in return, the students take on ownership and care about their education.
Wake up in the morning with a feeling in my head. Just another casual swirl made of lies and lead. Always heavier when it's in a balloon. Spinning through the parallel places that I know.
College Badgers this season. And not only for the football team, but for the basketball team as well. Snow College basketball on the road this weekend. A couple games to start off the season. Also a game tonight and tomorrow. Traveling. They'll be here in Ephraim in a couple weeks from now at the Activity Center. Team's out of the locker room now. The Badgers doing some final stretching. The team captains with the coaches right now getting things set. Again, it's going to be Snow College kicking off to open up the second half of play. We'll be looking in this second half to spot our Little Caesars Pizza Offensive Player of the Game and see if anyone can upend Suni Tatioli for the Sam Pete Steelman Player of the Game. He had a pretty good one. We'll see if anyone can one-up him here in the second half.
Officials really taking their time getting the second half started. Neither squad out on the football field. White Hat talking to one of the coaches for the Snow College Badgers. Not even the head coach, just chit-chatting. I wonder what's going on and why don't we get this show on the road?
Glendale starts to come out onto the field now. Badgers still meeting with coaches on the sideline before their kick team comes out. Spencer Groner been perfect on extra points so far today. He's looked good, and punter Nick Prokrevsky had some nice kicks. Special teams played very well for the Badgers in the first half.
Groner's been really good all year long. He's 29 of 30 coming into today. And then, as you mentioned, he has 4 more, so he's really 33 out of 34.
He's getting his team set and ready to kick this one away. Still the officials now talking to Groner before he even puts the ball down. And
the White Hat over talking to Mickey Bell as well on the other side of the field with the Gauchos. Wonder
what is there to talk about?
I'm not sure.
Hasn't even started yet. Now they'll clear off. Officials will take their positions. And the lines judge will finally give Groner the ball, and he'll place it on the tee. We'll see if we can get the scoreboard, the clock anyway, to start the second half a little bit better than we did in the first. 28-6 your current score. Badgers on top. 15 minutes to go in the third quarter, and the ball falls off the tee. Here we go again. That happened in the beginning of the game. The ball falls out. There's not wind out there. It's not like the wind's blowing it off. It's just
this is so
unstable.
Funny. It took forever for the kickoff to happen at the beginning of the game with a couple of penalties, and the clock started twice wrong, and it's just funny.
All right, here we go. Now Groner puts his foot in the ball. Nice kick. 10 yards out of the back of the end zone. That one sails through easy. And they'll spot the ball in the middle of the hash marks at the 25-yard line, and we'll see the Gaucho offense come back onto the field, led by Travis Eamon. He is the offense for this team as far as yards is concerned. He does it through the air, does it with his legs.
This season, Eamon has not. This season he has 10 rushing touchdowns. He's thrown 9 interceptions as well.
Eamon will open up in the shotgun formation. Patrick Brown with him in the backfield. 4 receivers set. Two on either side of Eamon. He'll throw on first down. Looks to the right, sacked. He is leveled in the backfield. Eamon lifted up his head, and he was lit up by Luke Hollingsworth. Luke came right in and just bulldozing him over. That was a hit.
That's his second sack of the season for Hollingsworth. Pretty sweet. I said the stat wrong before that Eamon, he has 2 rushing touchdowns and 10 throwing touchdowns.
That's a huge sack, loss of 7 on the play, 2nd and 17 now. Going to throw again, under pressure again. That should be, there was a man in the area, just threw the ball away, threw it at the feet of Patrick Brown. And again, pressure from the defensive line, and Eamon had nothing to do, and a late flag comes in. Looked like Eamon was talking to the official, the white hat, and he threw a flag.
51 on the hurry there, Pisoni Ticini. We've got to see what happens with the white hat and the exchange from Eamon.
They're still talking this over, and now Eamon's making the grounding penalty. He said that there was that may be the call here, the intentional grounding.
Back in the area.
So they pick up the flag. They did throw it for intentional grounding, but they saw that Patrick Brown was in the area. Eamon threw it. He was inside the tackle box. Inside the tackles, so inside that box where you can't throw it away. He threw it right at the ground, but they'll say Brown was there, or at least close. Pick up the flag. That puts us at 3rd and 17. Ball on the Gaucho 18-yard line. Beginning of the 3rd quarter. Eamon, shotgun, throws, looks center field, caught well short of the first down. Rod Taylor on the reception, but the coverage by Taki Yanaka was right there and couldn't go anywhere. Gain of about 4.
Badgers bringing the house on every play on that one, on that series. There was pressure in Eamon's face every single time, so here comes the punter. Last time he missed this catch.
Punt is away, forcing the 3 and out. Taki Inaki goes back to field it, bounces at the 40 and goes straight up in the air. And it's down there by the Gauchos at the 39-yard line. No return on the punt. Badger offense comes out on the field after a 1-minute, 4-second drive on the 3-and-out series by the Gauchos.
And that was all courtesy of Hollingsworth setting the tone on the very first play of the second half. He levels Eamon on the sack. Sweet tone-setting play. Get everybody focused. Badgers can have a clean half and finish this game and season off in a positive fashion.
13:56 to play in the 3rd. 1st and 10 Badgers. It's going to be Crosby Jensen under center. 2 receivers left. Sends a man in motion. The slot receiver hands off to Palapoy. Right side finds a crease. Tackled for a short gain. Actually, I believe that was Molisi on the carry. And Molisi gets about 4 on the right side.
Molisi's got the quickness and Palapoy's got the strength. And when Palapoy gets in the open field, he's also got some quickness. But Molisi gets the call on that one. Of course, Molisi is the 2nd leading rusher for the Badgers with 311 yards prior to this game and 12 in this one on 3 carries.
They'll give him 4 yards on the carry, setting up a 2nd down and 6 situation. Ball on the 43-yard line, right hash. Jensen again will be under center this time. A tight formation, but 2 receivers out wide to the left. Molisi, the tailback, man in motion. Again, hand off to Molisi. Hit in the backfield and dropped for a big loss of about 3 or 4. Molisi was nailed before he could get even close to the line of scrimmage.
Taylor Rockwood comes in and rocks him. It's a tackle for a loss on that one. Rockwood is from Mountain Ridge High School. He weighs 225 pounds and plays that linebacker position.
3rd down and 8 to go now for the Badgers. Ball spotted on the 41-yard line. This time they spread out a little bit. Jensen under center, 1 receiver on each side. He'll throw, looks for the tight end, not there. Now goes back to the tight end, caught short of the first down, and not what they needed. Does get about a couple yards after the catch, but Chris... Was that Copier on the catch? Yep,
was it
Chris Copier on the reception for a gain of a couple. Puts him up to the 44-yard line.
Not quite enough, like as you mentioned, so it's going to bring up a 4th down. Both squads opening possessions of the second half have to punt.
3 and out for the Badgers, 4th down and 5. Again, we're going to see Perepsky punt this away. Snap is there, punt's good, end over end kick this time. Returner steps inside the 3, fields it, catches it, and gets down to the 5, 6, 7, nothing. Well, maybe gets to the 10. Should be a gain of about 6 on the play, or a return of about 6. Man, as the returner, you just let those go into the end zone and go out to the 20-yard line, but he's fielded those twice inside the 10 now.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You made a point of that in the first half. He fielded one that he probably shouldn't have. It would have bounced into the end zone. But number 35 in on the stop for the Snow College Badgers, Derek Parker, 6'1", 229, redshirt freshman from Saratoga Springs and Westlake High School.
So already a possession for each team in this half, and we've only played 3 minutes of football here. 11:56 to play in the third quarter. Still 28-6, Badgers on top. 1st and 10, Gauchos from their own 5-yard line. Another long field for Travis Eamon. So from the 10-yard line, Eamon, shotgun, play action pass. Now he tucks it. He wants to run, but can't. Bottled up again, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Coming up after the big tackle, I believe that was Latoya. James Latoya on the tackle.
So I'm not going to say that's a sack because he had tucked it and was starting to run forward with it, but it was a tackle for a loss, that's for sure. And marching backwards are the Gauchos.
Loss of 4 on that one, so now they're down towards the 6, 2nd and 14 for Glendale. Badgers blitz off the edge. Glendale throws down the field, nothing there, and a flag thrown. That's going to be a pass interference, I believe, against Snow College. The intended target for Glendale was Jesse Tate, and it looked like he stopped his route. And the ball looked like it was supposed to just be a go because the ball was well overthrown, and Tate looked like he stopped on the coverage.
That's what I was going to say. 84 just didn't even continue to run, and at the end of the play, he ran into the defender who had his hand in his chest, but really it wasn't catchable.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Yeah, so they do get Tavion Lott on the pass interference play. The ball wasn't catchable. They give him the yards, automatic first down, puts him across the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 21. Ball on the left hash mark. Trips to the right. One receiver left for Glendale. Man in the backfield as well. Now the officials want to gather here and talk something else over. Clock currently stopped at 11 minutes, 20 seconds. 1st and 10 pending for Glendale. Looks like they'll move the ball back just a little bit. They were on the 22 and they respotted on the 21. So here we go. Now it's a 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Ball on the left hash. Eamon will throw. Pump fakes. Hit in the backfield and sacked again. Eamon goes down for the 2nd time in the 3rd quarter on an official sack. Couldn't escape the grasp, and there was a number of Badgers right there.
I don't know who got there first, but the first guy missed for the Badgers. Number 2 is the one that came in and finally got the sack, Eric Takanaka. And then Lynn Cook, our spotter, says 82 was also in there, Inoki Tuai.
Now it's going to be another 2nd and long. Spot the ball all the way back towards the 10-yard line. Eamon this time will hand off, going nowhere. Patrick Brown, I believe, on the carry, and he gets a couple. Can't get back to the 15-yard line, though, back to the 14, and it's going to set up a 3rd and a very long situation. The Badger defense has been phenomenal to open up the second half of play. Chance here to force another punt if they can stop a 3rd and long.
3rd down conversion attempts, 1 of 6 for Glendale in this game.
This one's going to be a 3rd and 17. Eamon trips to the right, 1 left, has a man in the backfield. Badger defender comes in late, able to get there though in time. Eamon throws, airs it up down the field. Man there, caught, 1st down at the 45-yard line. A little breakdown in the secondary. Rod Taylor was able to get there, and he had a big step on the defense, and they convert on 3rd and 17 and pick up a big chunk of yards to the 45, left hash.
Well, it's so nice to trust your receivers. Eamon just threw that ball to an athletic player, and the athletic player made an athletic play, 31-yard catch.
1st and 10 from the 45. Eamon will throw again, looks right, throws right, down the sideline. Caught at the 20, down to the 15 and out of bounds. Again, it was Giovanni Paschiasso that time working against the defense on the right side. He aired it up and was able to get over Tavion Lott on the coverage. And another big pickup on 1st down.
Well, when you take shots down the field like those last 2 plays, you've got opportunities for athletic players to make those good plays or to get the pass interference call. So we've seen 1 pass interference and 2 big plays the last 3 passes.
1st and 10 from the 15 for Glendale. They want to go to the end zone. Throw that way. Knocked out. Incomplete. The corner did a fantastic job getting his hand on the ball. Stratton Brown broke it up. And it does. He's able to bat it out of bounds. But the Gauchos in the red zone now. Ball on the 15-yard line. 9:30 to play in the 3rd quarter, and they're threatening to score. Down 28-6 against the Snow College Badgers in Ephraim. Eamon under center. Defense trying to hold here for Snow College. Handoff. Left tackle. A draw play for 5 yards. Getting down to the 10-yard line. And Glendale will have a 3rd and 5 from the Snow College 10. 9:15 and counting here. Glendale gets the play from the sidelines. The hurry-up offense. Their formation is a 4-receiver set, 2 on each side. Patrick Brown in the backfield with Eamon in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looks to throw, slant, short, behind the receiver, drops incomplete. That could have been a touchdown. The slant route was open, but Eamon threw it behind the receiver, and it goes incomplete.
Yeah, and it was just a little bit of a slant, as you mentioned, and Laurent Vasson was on the outside, was shielded by that big receiver. It was thrown behind, and Vasson makes a play on it, breaks up the pass, but it was thrown behind anyway.
On 4th and 5, Glendale's going to go for it, down 28-6. Badgers a chance to turn the ball over on downs with their backs against the wall. Eamon checking the coverage on the sideline. Checks the routes. Snow jumps. No flag. There's the flag. Now Eamon throws in the end zone. Incomplete. No good, but I believe Snow College jumped, and this may be an automatic 1st down on a 4th and 5.
Well, it was a free play, that's for sure. Throw it up, let somebody make a play. But they're going to have a redo on this one after getting 5 yards. The question is it going to give them the 1st down?
The 5-yard penalty will result in a 1st down.
There you go.
It does.
4th and 5, a 5-yard penalty. So the Badgers had them stopped, had the turnover on down deep in their own territory, and they instead another penalty extends the drive, and it's going to be 1st and goal Gauchos from the 5-yard line.
The only touchdown that the Gauchos have was also extended to 2 1st downs in the opening quarter by the Snow College Badgers, so we're going to see a repeat of that.
Glendale a chance to cut this to a 2-possession game if they can score here. 8:53 to play. 1st and goal. Eamon keeps it, touchdown! Travis Eamon broke a tackle, went right in through to the right side, and that's walked in, standing up straight, 28-12.
Well, Tatioli read that play, was in the exact spot that needed to happen, but he over-pursued. Eamon went in for the almost untouched touchdown run, and that's the exact same play that Eamon scored on in the 1st quarter.
That's a 90-yard drive for Glendale. Took only 3 minutes and 7 seconds. They're going to go for the extra point here. Flag on the play. The extra point is no good. So this could be a huge penalty if this is against Snow College, because it keeps it at 28-12, but they may have jumped off sides. If it's against Snow, they get a re-kick.
Looks like the Gauchos are running off the field, though.
So maybe it was against Glendale.
Yeah, they're going to go for 2 because it's half the distance.
Offside. Defense number 53. The penalty is declined. The result of the play is a successful try.
Oh.
He missed a field goal.
Okay, the other 2 are coming to correct him.
Thanks, Trevor. Offsides defense, half the distance to the goal. Replay the try.
All right, that makes more sense. So you called it. Since they get half the distance to the goal, now they get a 2-point conversion opportunity here from the 1. This to make it a 2-touchdown game, a 14-point game if Glendale can score here. That was a huge penalty if they can get this. Snow blitzes. Eamon, flag route, end zone, way overthrown. He went to Eamon threw it out to Rod Taylor on the flag route over in the corner, and wasn't even close, so Snow dodges the bullet there. Keeps the 16-point lead, 28-12, back here in 30 seconds. Ball spotted on the 50-yard line.
That was sweet closeout by Leandre Vaughn, number 2, playing the safety position. Looked like Malisi had an open seam to cut it up the field, and then it disappeared as number 2, 5'9", 170-pound freshman from Agua Fria High School, Leandre Vaughn, makes the stop.
This time Jensen under center. An offset I formation behind him. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Molisi still in the game. Play action pass. Jensen throws. Man open. Caught near the down marker. Now spinning. Turning around. Trying to get upfield. Gets the first down. Some shifty moves after the catch by Chris Bethley. He was on the reception. Caught it right at the sticks. But ended up running backwards and then picked up a little bit of extra. And gets a first down. Gain of 11 on the play.
Bethley is able to, as you mentioned, fake out 2 defenders to get around it and then dive over that first down marker.
7:21 to play in the third quarter. Badgers up 16 and driving. Pistol. Man in motion. Osaski. Pitch to Osaski. He tries to go to the end. Can't. Cuts back inside. Tries to dive forward and can't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That play had nowhere to go from the beginning, and it's a 2-yard loss. Trying to get the end around to Osaski. 2nd down and 12 now for the Badgers. Ball spotted on the 41-yard line, right in between the hash marks on the Glendale 41.
Seven different Badgers have rushes for the Snow College Badgers. That's a lot of people running the ball.
6:41 to play in the third now. Pistol formation for Jensen. Sends a man in motion. It's going to be Bethley. Now Jensen will throw, looks left, goes to Bethley again, caught. Bethley will have it up towards the 35 and is pushed backwards and out of bounds. Gain of 6 or 7 on the play, but it's still going to be a 3rd and 6 coming up after this one.
The freshman Bethley having a nice game, a nice showing today this afternoon. 3 catches for 39 yards and a touchdown catch for Chris Bethley.
Ball on the left hash now, right on the 35-yard line of Glendale. Snow College football, 3rd and 6 right now with 6 minutes to play and a 16-point lead. Jensen, pistol again. He'll pass, under pressure, screen, and it's almost intercepted. He was trying to find in the flat Jeffy Johnson, who was the tailback on that play, and he got caught up, and the pass was low. That's going to bring up a punt situation for Snow College.
Jeffy Johnson trying to argue that 43 had the hand around the back of it on the offside hip, holding on to him and turning him around as he tried to make a play on that ball. But there's no flag on the field, and it will be a punting situation.
So again, we'll see Nick Perebski, who's had a nice game kicking today, back on the field, 5:52, and it's another chance for Nick to pin Glendale deep in their own territory here. He'll be standing right on the 50. Kicks it from the 47, a high, wobbly kick, a good kick, drops, and the Badgers can't down it before it goes in the end zone. It dropped at the 2-yard line, a few Badgers there, but it took one of those weird bounces and goes into the end zone and comes back out to the 25-yard line, the 20-yard line, rather.
Badgers had it surrounded, but weren't able to get a hand on it to prevent it from going into the end zone, so it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Perebski did his job. It bounced right there on the 2 or 3 yard line, but the coverage team needed to get there and stop it.
We appreciate our sponsors again, Zions Bank and Centricom Channel 10, a couple of our sponsors this season for the Snow College Badgers. 5:52 to play in the third, 28-12. Snow on top, 1st and 10, Glendale. Ball on their own 20-yard line. Travis Eamon had a rough half on the ground, but now he hands it off this time. Patrick Brown around the left end, and Brown gets 7 yards off the left side. He's brought down and will get a good gain there on 1st down, setting up a 2nd down and 4.
Sunia Tatioli on the stop, as well as Dalton Brady.
2nd and 3, probably 4. Eamon, shotgun, hands off again to Brown, this side right, and he tries to get away but can't get out of the outstretched arms of Eric Takiyanaka. Eric grabbed him by the arm, pulled him down, defense came to help, but it's going to be enough for the 1st down. Move the chains, puts the ball about the 32-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, there's still some life in this Gaucho football team as they have put together a couple of good drives. One went for 90 yards, over 90 yards and a touchdown, and this one is continuing with a couple of 1st downs.
Eamon again will be in the shotgun. They send Patrick Brown up close to the line of scrimmage, send a man in motion, and then somebody jumped early for the Badgers and knocked the center right on his backside. We'll see if the offense moved first or if this is defensive.
Big number 43 was in there to create the contact.
Offsides, defense number 51 with contact, 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
51 just raised his hands. That wasn't me. He just got a bad rap.
Yeah, that was, hey, if you're going to jump off sides, you might as well do it full force, right?
Zakanosa gets in there, creates a lot of contact, but 51 gets blamed for it.
So that'll set up a first down and 5. 5 more free yards for Glendale. Pistol formation, ball on the 42. Badgers going to blitz from the linebacker spot. They do come right up the middle. That's where the run goes, and that's where the blitz contact. No gain on the play. The blitzing linebackers were both right there for no good, and it was Tatioli again.
Yeah, Tatioli, the leading defender, as I mentioned before. Also in there, Zakanosa, 6'3", 326 pounds from American Fork High School. Defensive line redshirt sophomore player for the Badgers.
2nd and 5 on that play. After that play for no gain, 37-yard line. Play action pass and sack. Tatioli gets him again. Sunia Tatioli having a game of a lifetime. He splints right in from his linebacker spot and sacks Travis Eamon for a big loss on the play.
That's his 2nd sack of the season. Tatioli gets in there untouched, is blitzing on the left side. He plays the middle backer position, but he went to wide to the left side and gets in for a sweet sack.
That's going to be a loss of, what, 7?
8.
8 on the play. 3rd and 17. Eamon will throw. Hit as he throws again. Ball is behind him. Eamon got rocked and somehow popped right up and on his feet again. But the pressure forced a bad pass, and the defense holds and does a great job at it. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Punt team onto the field for Glendale. 4th and about 13 or 14.
Another Tatioli in there for the hurry. That one's Sinilao Tatioli, 6'2", 246 pounds from West Valley City and Fremont High School, getting the hurry.
Back to return the kick is Chris Bethley. This is a high spiral kick. Bethley will catch it. No, and he does call for the fair catch. And he went under that one. That was a mile high, and he got it from the 28-yard line is where they're going to spot that. Fair catch. 3:15 to play as the offense back onto the field for the Badgers. 28-12. Snow College leading in this game right now. And both teams, Glendale scored here in the 3rd quarter on a long drive. So far, the Badgers no points in the 3rd period of play. 3:15 to go before the 4th. Jensen hands off. And no, he keeps it. He rolls out. He got a man wide open down the field, but instead goes flat to Osaski. Osaski gets a first down, 15 yards. That was a nice pickup, but Nick West was wide open. His coverage man bit on that play action pass. Nick West almost had a 70-yard touchdown had he been seen, but you can't argue with almost a 20-yard game from Osaski.
And that was a sweet catch right there on the hash in the seam and gets the first down.
2:52 to play in the 3rd. 1st and 10 Badgers from the 45-yard line left side. Here comes Bethley in motion. Handoff up the center. Nothing there. Trying to find Palapoy, and he can't get anywhere. Actually, it should have been a loss of about 5, but somehow Palapoy almost gets back to the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be a loss of 1. Ball on the 44-yard line left hash.
Palapoy is the workhorse, as I mentioned before, and at that time, as you mentioned, he should have been a 4 or 5 yard loss, only lost 1. He has 12 carries for 56 yards today.
Pistol formation again for Crosby Jensen. Palapoy in the backfield. Pressure off the edge, and a flag is thrown to stop the play dead before it can go anywhere. 2:11 to play in the 3rd.
5-yard penalty, replay 2nd down.
Offensive penalty, false start.
Yeah, Halem Medina, the left tackle for the Badgers, gets up in his pass, blocking a little bit too quickly. Minus another 5 yards for the Badgers, so -6 so far on this drive.
2:06 and ticking in this 3rd quarter of play. 2nd and 16 for Snow College. Jensen will throw, steps up in the pocket, fires down the field, caught for a first down. Landon Horn on the reception, and Jensen thread the needle. He had to throw that one on a strike in between the defense, and he did.
Yeah, that was the only place that anybody could have a play on it, and it was a Badger, Landon Horn, who could make that catch. He had to go down low and out wide to catch that ball, but if it was thrown anywhere else, it would have been knocked down or intercepted by the Gauchos.
New set of downs for the Badgers with 1:38 to play in the third quarter here. 1st and 10 from the Gaucho 45. Jensen hands off to Palapoy. He rumbles forward, almost gets upended, but keeps his shoulders high and still running for 5, 6, make it 7 or 8. He is a power horse.
Yeah,
he was hit low, and that's how you got to tackle those guys. Hit him low, but he just kept going.
Yeah, 43 nailed him. In fact, it was one of those awesome hits, but he didn't wrap up enough for Palapoy to go down, and Palapoy powers through the second one, and then finally he's dragged down by the third one.
2nd down and 3, give him 7 on the play. Palapoy the tailback once again. Jensen in the pistol, 2 receivers to his left. Sends a man in motion. Takes a snap, play action, now a shovel pass pitch forward, and going to get a first down. A little counter, and then a pitch around to, I believe that was Peely on the, I guess you call that a reception.
You do. It's a shuttle pass. So it's going to be a forward pass for a first down. The 15th of the game for the Badgers compared to Glendale's 17 first downs.
So it's 1st and 10 now as the Badgers are moving just shy of the red zone on the 33-yard line. Jensen steps up in the pocket. He's going to throw, wrapped up and sacked for the first time of the game. Jensen brought down for a loss of 3 on the play. That was a coverage sack. Nobody open downfield, and the pocket collapses on Jensen, and he goes down.
He's tried to step through it and step up, but right as he did, he was hit. Another loss on this drive for the Snow College Badgers. So far, it's been 6 plays for 37 yards and 3 minutes and 15 seconds worth of time.
That's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. Time runs out. 4th quarter action for Snow College, up 28-12 in 1 minute when we come back on KMTI. With the Badgers on top, 28-12. It is Snow College football. The last play, Travis Eamon was sacked for a loss of 3. That puts us at 2nd down and 13. Ball on the 35. Eamon will be in the pistol formation. Palapoy in the backfield with him. Sets a man in motion. Play action. No, he does hand off to Palapoy. Lots of room in front. Blocking in front of him as well. And Palapoy, a big gain, first down. Gets almost 15, maybe even more than that on the first down play. Nobody touched him until after. And did he fumble?
No, he's just a big pile up, and it's first down for the Snow College Badgers.
Thought I saw the official. Okay.
Palapoy doing a nice job. This drive started 54 yards ago back. I can't do the math quick enough on that one. Back in Badger territory.
There you go. As it is now, 1st and 10 inside the red zone from the Gaucho 18-yard line. Jensen, pistol, 1 receiver on both sides. Play action pass. The left-hander steps up, throws in the end zone. Caught! Oh no! Dropped. It was a little high. Intended in the back of the end zone for Chris Bethley. Bethley elevates, goes up for it, has it in his hands, but drops it as he hit the turf, and now Bethley's hurt. He He was his hands were almost up to the crossbar on the field goal post when he went up for that, and he fell a long ways, and he's slow to get up.
Yeah, he went all the way to the ground. No contact by any of the defenders, but he was as far stretched out, as athletic as he could get, and he tumbles to the ground. Maybe he got his wind knocked out of him or landed on his hip and has a hip pointer. But he's getting attended to on the field by the trainers.
Bethley's had a nice game today, freshman out of Texas.
3 catches for 39 yards to be exact, and a touchdown.
Still getting some work on the sidelines. We'll take an injury timeout here. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Charged up the ride, headed back to lacrosse again. Gotta see the girl one more time. My destiny's just around the bend, and when I slow down, it's not hard to find. I make good on the give and take, and leave town like a prison break. Could have been Milwaukee's best like Beast Light, but I stuck with the fam, racing for life. The probability between me and the dream is stretching farther than I thought I'd ever have to reach. Although growing up is tough enough, it's not tough as the love with all the hucklebuck and pressure to go out and get a job and be the thing that everybody thought you'd be while growing up. And I am, so act like you know what's up. I'm Black Ops showing up on you zombies, while the backdrop's blowing up.
Looks like he's going to be okay. Just landed weird. But he really went up high to try and bring in that touchdown. Couldn't get it, but it's still going to be 2nd and 10 for the Badgers right now. Ball on the Gaucho 18-yard line, spotted left hash. 14:24 left to play in the game. Jensen, shotgun. 2 receivers on the right, 2 to the left. Palapoy in the backfield. Jensen throws, quick spot pass, left side, caught, and not going very far. Gets about 3 or 4 on that play. Off to the left side.
Catch was made by Nick West, number 18. Tackle, I thought, was 58. We'll have to get a name for you. Gage Gibson.
West was actually able to get 5. Fell forward, out of bounds. 3rd down and 5 now for the Badgers inside the 15s. Ball spotted on the 14. Shotgun again for Crosby Jensen. 2 receivers to the right. Jensen will hand off to Palapoy. Stutter steps in the backfield. Goes forward, gets the first down. Palapoy shifty in the backfield. Made some people miss. Finds the hole. Very patient. And picks up a nice gain. 1st and goal from the 6.
That time he got low to the ground after he planted and cut it up the field. He actually had to put his hand down on the turf in the crawling position, just the one hand as he went forward to dive for that first down. So now 1st and goal from inside the 10.
A chance for the Badgers to make this a 3-possession football game with 13.5 left to play in the 4th quarter. 1st and goal from the 6. This time Jensen will be under center with an offset eye behind him. Palapoy, the tailback. Hand off to the fullback now, rumbling forward, trying to get to the end zone. It'll be close, but will be dropped short. Peely on the carry from the fullback spot, gets down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
That's the first carry of the game for Peely, and it goes for a few yards.
12:52 to play. Clock still ticking. Actually, it's going to be not quite to the 1, maybe closer to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 2. Jensen steps back into the shotgun this time. Takes the snap. Jensen hands off to Palapoy. Stutter steps, hitting the backfield, and he can't get back to the line of scrimmage. Tries to go left side, can't get the end. Defense was there. That may be a loss of 1.
So the clock stops as he runs out of bounds, but good lateral pursuit by the Gauchos, forcing him out of bounds. There was multiple white jerseys. He could never, ever cut up the field in a seam.
Chris Bethley back into the game for the Badgers. Seems to be up and at him, doing okay after that injury. 28-12, your score right now, 12:31 to play in the 4th. Badgers up, and a 3rd down situation, but it's a 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Badgers still in the huddle with 7 seconds on the snap clock. They've got to hurry up to the line of scrimmage. 5, 4, not going to get it off. 2, 1, and they do. Nope, they don't. They took the snap right as the clock hit 0. Oh, nope, they do call the timeout. Call the timeout, no penalty. Badgers take it to not get the penalty. We'll take a timeout as well and be back here in 30 seconds. third and goal situation with the ball spotted on the 3-yard line. 12 minutes, 19 seconds to go in the game. Snow College up 28-12 and a chance to increase the lead and make it a 3-possession game and make it real tough on the Gauchos to fight their way back into it. Jensen will be in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looks to his left. Flag route up and out of bounds, incomplete. Trying to go up high to the big man over on the left side. He was looking for Chase Lofton out of Spanish Fork, and Chase wasn't able to get up quite high enough to get there, and it drops incomplete.
Well, it was also great coverage by number 26 of the Gauchos. That's Shai Harris in his cornerback position. So that's going to bring in Groner for a field goal attempt. This season, he's 12 of 16 for 75%. His long is 45 yards.
This is going to be a close one, though, pretty much almost a field goal. The holders right at the 10-yard line make this about a 21-yarder. Snap is down, kick is up, and it looks like it's going to be good. It is good. Make it 3 more points. And even though they don't get the touchdown, that does make it a 3-possession game, up 31-12 with 12 minutes, 12 seconds to go here. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Makes it a 3-possession game. So the Gauchos will need at least 2 touchdowns, 2 extra points, and a field goal to tie it. Going to make it tough with 12-12 to play in the game, and Snow College kicking off here. Coming up, Groner kicks it. It's going to be short, fielded at the 2-yard line. Gauchos coming up the field, right side, breaks a tackle, finds a seam, back across the left side of the field, and can't break through from there down to the 30-yard line. And spot the ball just across the 30, it looks like, close to the 31. First and 10 Gauchos from that spot.
83 on the kick return. 83 is Antonio Brown, and he brings it back for a solid almost 30 yards as it's at 31. As you mentioned, he started at the 2-yard line. So pretty good field position for the Gauchos.
Travis Eman will be in the shotgun for the Gauchos. 12 minutes to play in the game. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Gauchos will throw. Eman looks down the field, airs it up, and nobody there, and almost intercepted. Kimball Jensen was right there, and it was just over Kimball's head. And I don't know who Eman was throwing to because there wasn't anybody there but Jensen, even close.
I guarantee some of the buddies of Kimball Jensen on the sideline are giving him a hard time right now for not catching that ball because it hit him in both hands. Even though it was outstretched and above his head, it hit him in both hands. And so he's going to be razzed a little bit by his buddies.
Probably shocked at how easy that was going to be. Eman will throw again, 2nd and 10. This time a short pass, caught, completed. First down, a gain of, well, maybe just short of the first down after the completion. Tackle made by Taki Yanaka. And will be a gain of 9 down to the 40-yard line.
Catch was made by number 85, Giovanni Pascuo. I don't know how to say that one.
I've been saying Pasquiasco, but that's probably not correct either. So
he's the leading catch maker receiver for the Gauchos with 14.
Clock is still ticking at 11:30. Badgers up 31-12.
14 on the season, not in the game.
That score check brought to you by Central Valley Medical and Little Caesars. Travis Eman, it looks like he drew the defense off sides on the hard count. We'll see what the call is here.
Tell you what,
on 3rd and short.
Defense number 71. 5-yard penalty will result in a first down.
Not only have the Badgers have a lot of penalties in this game, but a lot of them have kept drives alive and have resulted in first down situations. You have a 3rd and 1 there and give up 5 yards on a penalty.
Yeah, and the Badgers have now 14 penalties for 102 yards. We still have 11 minutes to play.
Up 31-12. Now it's 1st and 10. Hand off to Brown. Patrick Brown for the Gauchos can't get anywhere. Defense is there, and Brown does get flung forward. Forward progress gives him 2 yards across the 40 down to the 47-yard line. 2nd and 8. Now pending for Glendale on the hurry-up offense.
Well, he runs into a wall of number 71, Myron Aviava. Aviava is 6'5" and 295 from California.
Eamon steps back, throws, sideline, caught, 1st down, and a little bit more. A little comeback route by Giovanni, able to get to the sticks. He was working against Vasson there on the coverage.
So, whatever you called him before, Pascasio.
How about Giovanni?
Yeah, Giovanni Pascasio. He has 6 catches, leads all receivers in the game.
1st and 10, new set of downs for Glendale. Under pressure, Evans, he's going to run. He's going to be brought down for a big loss behind the line of scrimmage. He tried to tuck it and run it, but couldn't get there. 3 Badgers hit him all at the same time. Coverage kept him from throwing the ball, and he just had to run and couldn't get anywhere.
22, Trey James on the stop, sophomore football player for the Snow College Badgers. He has 3.5 sacks on that one. He gets another one, so he'll have 4.5 on the season, a loss of 4 yards.
9:50 to play in the game now. Badgers trying to seal this on defense if they can get a stop in a couple plays. Eamon will throw. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage, but squeaks out, rolls out to his right, airs it up down the field, and incomplete. Just drops to the ground, no good. The intended target down the field was Jesse Tate for Glendale. The coverage was there, and they forced the ball down.
59 on the hurry. Luke Hollingsworth, 6'2", 248, and then Kimball Jensen, Johnny on the spot to prevent the catch near the 1st down marker.
9:34, the clock is stopped there after the incomplete pass. 3rd down and 13. Likely going to be 4-down territory for Glendale, down by this much late in the game. And a long way to go here. Defense trying to hold 3rd, 13. Eamon will throw. Under pressure again. Rolls out. Airs it up down the sidelines. And incomplete. No good. Underthrew it. Vason was on the coverage. Good coverage. And it dropped short. And even though you're down by this much, you've got a 4th and 13. You don't want to give the Badgers back the ball at midfield. And so it's going to be a punt here from Glendale. Of course, you got to watch the fake situation here, too. Nothing to lose. Why not?
You're right. And that was a dangerous pass. He just threw that up for anybody to catch, and nobody was in the area. Nobody could get to it.
Gregory to punt it. He does kick. It's a wobbly kickoff to the right. Takes a Glendale bounce, and again will go down inside the 10-yard line. Good placement. Nowhere for Nick West to get even close to returning that punt. It was kicked down the sidelines, and they'll spot it at the 5. 1st and 10, Snow College Badgers from the 5-yard line. A 95-yard field. They have 9 minutes and 23 seconds to go. They're in good position here, up by 3 possessions, 31-12. And we'll have a 1st and 10. The Badgers can hold on and win this game. They will have beaten Glendale twice this season. The first time on their opening game of the season, and then this afternoon on the last game of the season.
19-9 in the opening one, and now we're at 31-12.
We'll see Crosby Jensen under center for this 1st and 10 with their backs against the wall. 5-yard line on the left hash. Palapoy in the backfield. Jensen will throw. Knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Jensen tried to do a quick pass to give themselves some breathing room. The defensive lineman put up his hand and batted it down. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. It also stops the clock at 9 minutes and 20 seconds. That glance at the scoreboard is brought to you by Robinson Transport and Manti Telephone.
That blocked pass was by number 55, Kimo Seu. He's at the defensive end at 6'3" and 240.
Jensen again under center. Offset I formation. Hands off this time to Palapoy. Dive play up the left side, and Palapoy gets back to the line of scrimmage, but not much more. Yeah, give him a yard. 3rd down and 9 for the Badgers. All they want to do here is chew up clock.
And the Badgers are 3 of 10 on 3rd down conversions. So 2 of 10 for Glendale on those 3rd down conversion attempts.
They have to get to the 15-yard line. The ball is spotted on the 6. This time Jensen will step back into the shotgun. He's standing right on the 1 yard line. 2 in the backfield with him. Palapoy the tailback. Jensen will throw. Looks down the field. Goes sideline. Incomplete. No good. Nick West was the intended target. The coverage was good. It would have been a tough catch for West. And it drops incomplete. And we'll see the punt team on the 3 and out for the Badgers. Didn't take much time off the clock on that drive. Only about a minute, even if that, less than a minute.
Yeah, it was 3 plays and started at the 9:23 mark, and we're at 8:34. So Badgers are going to have to give the ball back, and the Gauchos are going to get better field position than they started with before they punted.
Perepsky to punt, and he's standing on the back of the end zone. He'll get the good snap, kicks it away. Almost blocked, and it's a high, wobbly end-over-end kick, fielded at the 48-yard line. Juking, breaking through the defense, spins, continues to run at the 45, and he's off to the 40. Down to the races, 30, 25. The Badgers can't catch him. 10, cuts inside, and it's a touchdown. Snow College had every chance in the world to catch him, and they can't. There are 2 flags at the 40. This may be coming back. That was a fantastic run back by Glendale, pending, however, 2 flags on the field. How many missed tackles did we see on that one?
Some nifty footwork by the return man as well, but there's 2 flags on the field. 70 from the Badgers lost his helmet about 10 yards away from him. It went flying and rolling. That's Zach Lindsay, 6'7", 314. So let's get the explanation from the White Hat as soon as they sort it out.
There are 2 fouls. Holding number 56 of the receiving team. That penalty is declined. Personal foul, face mask, 15 yards from the spot of the foul. That penalty be accepted. First down.
Special teams have been an issue for Glendale, and they had a nice return for the touchdown, but the penalties bring it back, negate the touchdown, a break for the Badgers, and the personal foul will spot the ball at the 35 or 45-yard line of Glendale. The Glendale 45, and so instead of 6 points on the return, they have to go 55 yards for the score.
And both those penalties were on number 56, and he was the one that was tangled up with number 70 for the Badgers, Zach Lindsay, Lindsay's helmet went flying from the face mask, getting it ripped off of his head and going 10 yards further down the field.
Eamon in the shotgun formation for Glendale. Takes a snap. He'll throw. 3-step drop. Throws it out complete in the flat, and a good tackle. Immediately, Pascasio was the receiver, but Vason came in and hit him low, right below the knees, and flipped him up for a short gain.
Laranji's just got phenomenal stats all year long. He has 5 blocked kicks, whether it's punts or extra points. He also has 44 tackles coming into today's game, 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, 1 interception, 10 broken up passes. Just a sweet tackle right there, solo tackle.
Clock working against Glendale right now, and to the Badger favor, 7:40 to play in the game. 2nd down and 6, ball on the 49. Glendale will throw again. Eamon looks flat, has a man open, just short of the sticks. It's caught there. The tackle quickly made by Stratton Brown, and it'll be about 1 yard short of the first down marker.
Quick hitch route right there. Run 5 yards, turn around, and the ball's sitting in your lap. You just have to catch it. Didn't quite run far enough. Another 2 steps, and he would have had that first down.
3rd and 1 from the Snow College 46-yard line. Eamon will again be in the shotgun formation. Sends a man in motion. Eamon will throw under pressure. Hit as he throws, but a man wide open. Caught, first down, 40, down towards the 35 and closer to the 30-yard line. Put him at the 32-yard line. Rod Taylor on the reception. He was wide open.
Trey James on the hit on the quarterback, but it was a nice reception by Taylor for the first down, completing the 3rd down attempt. So that makes 3 of 10 for the 3 of 11 for Glendale, and another first down.
6:51 and counting here left in the game. Snow is up 31-12, but the Gauchos moving again on offense. Have the ball. Eamon pump fakes. Now he'll run. He has lots of room. 20-yard line. Goes through and still running before he's finally upended at the 15-yard line. It's going to be a 17 or 18-yard gain for Glendale. A big run by Eamon. He pump faked to throw and then just tuck it and ran.
Vasson again on the tackle right there. Laranji comes underneath him and undercuts his legs out from underneath him to save that touchdown.
1st and 10. Gauchos inside the red zone now. Ball spotted on the 15-yard line. Right hash, 6:28 to play in the game. Snap, Eamon will throw, looks out flat. Intercepted! Coming back the other way! Picked up by Brown. Brown has a pick six. 50-40, nobody's even close. Stratton Brown takes it to the house. Read the route perfect. It was again a little comeback route. Stratton jumped all over it. He was waiting for it, read it, and he goes for 6.
Yeah, like you said, he just stepped right in front, made the play on the ball, was able to catch that ball right in front of the receiver. Nobody in his way. He goes the rest of the way for the touchdown. Stratton Brown, 6'1", a $183 freshman from Bluffdale and Riverton High School.
And the Badger defense, a little revenge from game 1 of this contest this season. They get the pick 6 this time, and it's 37-12, and that may have just sealed the game for the Badgers with 6:11 to go in the game. Extra point attempt is good. 38-12. We'll be back here in 30 seconds.
That one could rival the Sam Pete Steele play of the game.
That's right.
We had Sunia Tatioli, who caused a fumble, picked it up and went 48 yards, but that one is an interception, pick 6 for 85 yards. 89 yards.
89-yard return. 38-12, Badgers on top. Deep kick into the end zone. Return from 2 yards inside. And a good return up to the 20-yard line and just across the 20. 21 is what he'll be tackled with 6:04 to play in the game. Looked like Glendale might be able to battle themselves back into this game. But a field goal on the last possession for Snow, and then that pick 6 is going to make things tough.
Yeah, Glendale's been moving the ball here in the second half, actually put up a touchdown in that third quarter. But really, the Snow College Badger defense has come up big, especially on that 89-yard pick 6 by Stratton Brown.
We'll see Travis Eamon back onto the field. 2 interceptions for him in this game, no touchdowns.
It's a new quarterback. 18.
Is it a new one?
Yeah.
He'll hand off. No, he keeps it. Comes around left side, lots of room. Cut back, first down, gain of 16 or 17 yards. New quarterback we're seeing is Trayvon Grant. Grant.
He's a freshman at Centennial High School. He's 6'3" and 190 pounds. So you go from 220 Eamon to 190 for Trey Grant.
And shifty, as we just showed us on that first run of the game for him. 5:43, 1st and 10 for Grant in the offense. He'll throw, looks down the field, wobbly pass, and it dropped. That should have been caught. It was a wobbly but good pass. His intended target down the field was Jesse Tate, and Tate dropped it at the 50.
So Trey Grant, he played against the Badgers in the first game of the season. Grant comes in with 21 completions of 65 attempts for 32%. And he also has carried the ball 35 times for 52 yards. So he's the backup quarterback, but he looks like he's had a few snaps and been able to throw the ball a little bit this season.
Clock is stopped at 5:36 to play in the game. 38-12, Snow on top, 2nd down and 10. Throw is out, caught this time. Shifty move, trying to get some yards after the catch, but can't fumble. It's going to be Snow College football. Another big turnover. The receiver was trying to run after the catch. Snow College collapsed on him. And it's going to be Snow College ball. Another turnover in a short field for the Badgers.
42 was the fumble recovery at the end of that play. Dalton Brady again. 14 was able to cause that fumble, which is Isaiah Jefferson, and then 42 was the one that picked it up at the end. We've seen Dalton Brady get the interception, now a fumble recovery as well.
He's had a fantastic game. So many players right now have had big games today for the Badgers. It's going to be tough to pick our Little Caesars offensive player of the game. Some big ones so far. So it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Badgers. 5:27 to play in the game. 1st and 10 from the Gaucho 29-yard line. Jensen remains in the game. Man in motion. Jensen hands off to the motion man, Nick West. He'll try to get the edge, gets the block down to the 30, and can't get any more than that. No gain on the play. That was the same play that Nick scored his touchdown on today. That time, no gain. Mickey Bell not happy about something on the Gaucho sideline. 2nd down and 10 to go. 5 minutes and 6 seconds to play. 2nd down and 10. Badgers up 38-12. Score check brought to you by Jones & DeMille Engineering and Sanpete Steel. Jensen, pistol formation. Palapoy behind him in the backfield. Man in motion. Hands off to Palapoy. Right side. Has a little hole and trips over his own lineman. He was trying to run and cut back inside. His feet got tangled up. He does get a couple on the play. Falls forward for a gain of about 4. 3rd down on the 25-yard line.
Yeah, you don't see him lose his center of balance very often, and that time he did. Kind of tripped up a little bit down low on his own feet or maybe on his lineman, as you mentioned, but he falls forward for just a couple of yards. Palapoy 17 carries for 88 yards.
Badgers trying to eat up clock here. 4:20 to go in the game, and it's going to be Jensen in the pistol. Trips bunched up on the left side, and Palapoy in the backfield. Handoff pitch to Palapoy. Comes up right side. Actually, it's Molisi. Molisi on the carry, and he gets the 1st down. Molisi goes right on the pitch. Picks up just enough for the first. It's going to be close. We'll see what they do. They might measure this one.
The one on the Badger sideline, the line judge is pointing 1st down, so they're moving the chains right now. Molisi doing a nice job today. He has 6 carries now for 22 yards.
3:46 and a new set of downs for the Badgers. 38-12 the score. Snow College on top. Ball spotted on the 20-yard line. Right hash mark. Jensen, pistol formation. Molisi remains in the game. Hand off to Molisi. Has a nice block. Finds the hole. Gets down to the 15-yard line or close to it. Gain of 4 or 5 on the play.
Some good blocking out front by the Badger offensive line. Number 88 out there from his tight end position, pushing forward. Hassan Richardson, from his wide receiver position. 70 was out there pushing as well. A 3-yard gain on 1st.
That's going to bring up 2nd down and 7. Badgers taking their time, huddling up after every play. Letting some clock tick down, 3 minutes to go. And they'll have this game secured up 38-12. And the ball in their hands. 3rd and 7 from the 16. Jensen, delayed handoff to Molisi. Cuts back inside, shifts through a tackle, but can't get much more after that. Picks up 2 on the play. 3rd down coming for the Badgers, but the clock continues to move, and that's what they're most concerned about right here. 3rd down pending.
Looks like the Badgers are going to go on to win the Consolation Championship. The way the playoffs were bracketed up, there was the top 4 teams in the championship bracket and the bottom 5 teams in the Consolation, and the Badgers are going to come out on top in 5th place out of 9.
Jensen again with the offset eye behind him. It looks like he still may be. He'll step back into the shotgun. Molini still in the game. Hands off to Molini. Has a hole. Finds a seam. Powers his way forward. And he'll have a 1st down. Tough running by Molini. Give the muscle to his legs for the 1st down. Move the chains and keep ticking the clock. 1st and goal for the Badgers inside the 10 with 2:05 to play. Clock stops temporarily to reset the sticks on the sidelines. Now it goes at 2:01.
Molisi was stopped 3 or 4 yards short, and then all personal effort by Kolama Molisi.
1st and goal for the Badgers from the Glendale 7-yard line. 1:50 to play in the game. They've already got it 1, but would love to put another touchdown here if they can. Up 38-12. And a new quarterback into the game. 2nd team offense. Handoff to the tailback, can't go. The ball carrier for the Badgers was Stanley Ferguson. He can't get very far. Ryan Rosenthal is the current quarterback for Snow College. And 1:30 to play. That last carry goes for no gain. Ferguson maybe even lost a yard. Goes back to the 8-yard line. That'll set up a 2nd and goal from the 8.
So the center's helmet, Tiedeman's helmet came off, so we have a new quarterback, 2nd string quarterback, Rosenthal, and a new center. It's a shotgun snap, though.
Rosenwald takes the snap, hands off again, this time to Molisi. He tries to get shifty and get through the line, picks up a couple falling forward down to the 7-yard line, but can't get more than that. 3rd and goal from the 7, but by the time we get this next snap off, we'll be in about 45 seconds or so. We're under 58 to play in the game. As the Badgers just milking the clock. This drive started at 5.5 to go in the game, and we're under a minute now. It's been almost 5 minutes on only 22 yards.
Yep.
42 seconds. This time they'll throw to the end zone. Quarterback draw. Can't get to the end zone. Down to the 5-yard line. Ryan Rosenwald takes it. And they won't have to snap the ball again. That should do it. 32 seconds on the play clock. 35 seconds on the snap clock. And that should do it. Badgers are going to win 38-12. Consolation championship in hand. An impressive outing for the Badgers against the Glendale Gauchos in this game to close out their season at home in the consolation championship match of the WSFL Conference. We'll tend it back to the studios for a brief 2-minute timeout here. When we come back, Little Caesars Pizza Offensive Player of the Game, the San Pete Steel Man of the game, coming up here on KMTI in 2 minutes.